Good morning, y'all. Good morning. Welcome to the live Sprinkle Sprinkle. We are back. And today we're going to be discussing know better, do better. Because a lot of you guys will watch my channel, watch the clips, watch all the information, and won't do nothing with it. But you know better. So guess what? Now you have to do better because you know better. Before you might not have known better. So you had an excuse. But now that you know better, now you're choosing dust on purpose. Now you're choosing to settle. Now you're choosing with the knowledge that you don't have to settle, that you don't have to be with no dust. So remember, when you know better, you have to do better. Okay? You got to. Or else you're going to be mad about it. You're going to be mad at yourself later on. You're going to be like, oh, kicking yourself, talking about, oh, I knew better. I should have did better. So now that you know better, you got to do better. You got to put in that work, got to put in that effort. Okay. Why? Because it's for you, it's for your future generations, and it's for a better life and a style. So why wouldn't you want to do better? You know, you said, do rich men walk on the beach? They private beach, the beach by their house. Look for the big houses. Is the beach in a rich neighborhood? Is it off the coast somewhere where there's mansions? Perhaps. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Yes. Not at the regular beach, baby. Sprinkle, sprinkle. How to not make him feel like he's the wallet. Make sure he understands that if he doesn't have money, you don't even want him. That's not being a wallet. That's having standards, darling. Why would a woman want a man that has no money to offer, to spend? Okay. Now I'm just gonna say this in the nicest way, because a lot of men feel like a wallet because you're not used to having the best. You understand? If you were raised in an environment, or if you dated guys who always gave you the most and did the best for you, did the best things for you, it's normal for a man to pay, for a man to gift you, for a man to do these things for you. Because if he doesn't, guess what? You're going to find a way to get it anyway, because that's what you're used to. That is what you have grown up with. That is what you are used to. You don't know anything else. Understand? So when you act like him doing something for you is a privilege or is not of the norm, he's going to feel like a wallet. But if he understands that that's just the way it is, he's just going to feel like your man. Okay, so everything is perspective. You have to paint the picture for them to see themselves as your man, as your provider, not as a wallet. When a man is a wallet, that means he feels like you're only with him for his money. When a man is your provider, it feels like you trust him financially and that you are the type of woman that trusts him enough to allow him to do these things for you. You could be doing them for yourself or getting other people to do them. You know, it's his privilege to provide. Okay, you got to flip the script on him. Thank you for helping women, including myself. Okay, Miss D7, thank you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I appreciate that. So nice. Yes. Very generous. I appreciate you. So you got to make them think that they're doing themselves and you a service by being a provider. Oh, thank you, Edna. Appreciate you. So make sure you understand that it's how you approach the situation, how you deal with the situation, how you expect and use the power of suggestion versus how you ask. Okay. If you grew up with money, it's normal. If you dated men before that were full providers, it's normal. You don't understand anything else. Okay. You act puzzled when he doesn't want to do things for you. You act confused, like, huh? Really? Okay. And then you just go wander off and be by yourself because you're trying to figure this out because you don't understand this. And then usually they'll come back and do what they need them to do because they realize, dang, she must be used to the good life, the good treat. She doesn't understand this, you know. She's gonna go figure out how else to get it, you know. So you gotta act like it's the norm. And if that doesn't work, call a family friend who you still keep in contact with and ask them for their connections. You know what I'm saying? In front of his face. Like, for example, if you want something and they tell you no, like they say, oh no, I'm not getting you no purse. No, 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 I'm not doing that. Like, well, that's okay. I know someone who works, who knows whose daughter works at Chanel. I'll just call and see if the bag is even available and they could hold it for me and I can get it later. That means you're not going to give up. It's just no for right now, but you know you're finna get it. You know what I'm saying? Just joined a gym that costs $300 a month, lots of rich, but realizing people at the gym don't want to bother others. Tips. There's a lounge. It's always empty. Okay, so just keep working out. Drop something. Let them pick it up. Go every day. Make some eye contact. Eventually, they'll approach. Rich people aren't desperate. Okay, they have to anticipate you every day. They got to get used to seeing you every day. They got to develop a little crush on you. They got to get some curiosity about you. The next time you see them, like walking around in the cafe, in the gym, if you drop something, if you need instructions on how to work a machine or whatever, they'll be more than happy to oblige you. And also, the more they see you, the more likely they will talk to you eventually. Okay, so just keep going. You said be mean to us, Shira. We need it. Okay, free agent girl. Yes, we do. And princess, you keep going to the gym. They got to see you as a regular, not as just somebody in there working out. They got to anticipate your arrival on a daily basis. So if you go at the same time every day, you see the same people, eventually they will approach you, especially if they're a man. And if you're giving them eye contact, it means that you're open to be approached. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Do men find it weird if you're a female psychiatrist? They sure do. That's why I would never tell them. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I would never tell them. If I were a psychiatrist, I would never tell. Why? Because it's not none of their business, baby. Plus, they're going to always think you're psychoanalyzing them. So what would be the fun in that? I'm playing stupid and dumb and collecting money, man. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. How to make your supervisor obsessed with me? No, we work at the airport. I don't think I would want that, but sprinkle, sprinkle. I would try to make a man that has more money interested and obsessed with me, not no supervisor at the airport, darling. So, I think you got the wrong target, ma'am. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Put that effort into yourself and level up so you can get the attention of somebody that has real money. Appreciate you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. Not even gonna give you advice on that one. So, wrong target, ma'am. Just gonna help you out right now because now that you know better, you can go do better. You're not interested in men anymore, or are you interested in money, darling? Because let me tell you something. Men are interested in women and they got some money. So guess what? Even if you're not interested in them, be interested in your goals and what you can do with the money that they're going to give you. Do you understand? Be interested in you. And if they're interested in you and they want your time and energy, make sure it's beneficial financially for you. Do you understand? Okay. Wonderful. Now that you know better, you can go do better. How to shut your mouth on dates with this guy. He doesn't give any info about himself. Watch my videos and remember, if you talk too much, they're going to grow very, very disinterested really fast. Okay. If you're giving them your whole life story, telling them too much about you, you're giving them ammunition. You're giving them information that they don't need. Okay. That they didn't even ask for. Okay. Most of the time, they're just waiting for you to shut up. So remember, you look like you're doing too much. Remain mysterious, remain vague. Okay. Get them to talk about their day and what they do for a living so you can know how much money they have. Okay. Get them to talk about how, they were raised or their childhood, or if they have any pets, so you know their triggers and how you can get more money out of them. Okay. Besides freestyling, this gym has saved my mental health. There's yoga, Pilates, pickleball, spa, and lounge cafe, raising my magnetic field. I know that's right, man. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Sometimes you just need to do stuff for yourself and everything will fall in place when you have self-love. Do you understand? Like, you might have joined the gym for the wrong reason, but if you stay for the right reason, which is for you, you're probably definitely going to attract. Once you have that self-love going, no more looking for something, no more desperation. You're going to find what you're looking for. It's going to come to you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. You said men get mad and call you distant when I let them talk. Then ask them about stuff they're uncomfortable with. They can't get mad about that. Ask them about money. Ask them about their, their job, their day, where they're planning a vacation next. Ask them about stuff they can talk about and brag about, and make sure you understand, like, and start reading their telltale signs on if they're lying or not. Okay. Start learning how they lie when you're paying attention. When you let them talk and you just ask them a question and let them talk more, give them a fake answer. Like, you don't have to give them the truth. Just give them enough for them to keep talking, okay? Then gather your information. How to not let your ego show on dates. Are you a guy or a girl? If you're a girl, play stupid and dumb. You're an actress, okay? Gather all the information you can so you can get what you need out of it. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You're 29 and just out of you're just out of an abusive relationship with for 4 years, and you're having a hard time dating again. I don't know if I should heal myself or just keep trying. I feel like I've always wasted so much time. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. So I don't know what the abusive relationship did to your mental, but obviously you need to get your self-esteem back up and your main character energy back up. And you need to understand your power. Okay, so maybe you do need to be alone for a little while until you could do that. Until you realize you're the prize, you come first, you're the priority. If they don't like you times 10, it's an absolute no. Maybe your standards need to get up so high that you won't attract abusers anymore. You know what I'm saying? So get your self-esteem up and your standards super high, and you don't have nothing to worry about. Okay, you're only going to deal with men who like you times 10 and got some money. All right. Thank you, Feminine Lab. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Today is your birthday. Okay, ma'am. Happy birthday. Sprinkle, sprinkle to you too. Okay. And remember, have several, not just one. If you got a roster, you ain't got to worry about that, ma'am, because you don't need them. You ain't going to get attached to near one of them unless they doing the most. Okay. And have your own personal goals. Don't be male-centered. Be you-centered. Okay. Be self-centered. Accomplish your goals with their money. Accomplish your goals with their benefits. You understand? If they're in your life, it needs to be beneficial. Live like that. But first, get your confidence and get your level up on. Okay? Make yourself look better. Look good, feel good, right? Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said, why do married men cheat more? Because most of the time, their wives forced them to marry. And they didn't want to get married. Or the thing is gone, or they're just trying to see if they still got it and what they can get away with. A lot of men are going to do what they want anyway. This is why I say, no matter what, if they're rich or poor, they're going to do what they want anyway. So you might as well do what you want, but just be 3 steps ahead or more. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Yeah, men don't value marriage the same way women do. That's why. They don't value marriage. They weren't programmed. No, that's not their fault. I'm not even going to blame them. I blame society. That men aren't programmed to be the best husband and to be a all-around good guy. They're not programmed. Women are. Women are programmed to put everybody before them, to be the best wife, to be the best mother, to be this, to be that, or they're criticized. Men aren't. All they got to do is come home, sit on the couch, and hopefully provide. Some of y'all ain't even making them provide, So he keeps saying you're ungrateful. That's why you need options, man. Because think about this. And you also need your own business, because like the little bit a man does for you, if he works hard for that money, he's going to want to make you to work hard for it, or he's going to want a big giant response for doing something, because they need validation too. You understand? So if you got to act like you're very excited about getting the bare minimum, then only act excited every 3rd time instead of every time. You know what I mean? So let's say they give you a gift and it's okay and you don't really like it. You didn't ask for it. It's not your taste. Like, oh my gosh, get the gift and be like, oh my gosh, thank you so much. I love it. And put it right down. Don't even pay no attention to it and just start talking about something else. All right. He's going to know you ain't all that into it. And when you get something you really like, oh, react different so they understand. Right. Oh my gosh. How did you know? Thank you so much. I really love to call you friend. Girl, guess what I just got? Now, when he gives you stuff that you don't like, you can still fake appreciation, but then put it down, never use it. You understand? If he does something nice for you, that you do it every third or fourth time. That way he can't say you're not appreciative. He just knows that wasn't it. And he'll keep trying, you know? So like that. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Mm-hmm. He said take care of you or get left. I know that's right. Because if you know better, you have to do better. If you don't do better, they're not going to treat you better. If you don't have a higher standard, they're going to treat you the standard that you have for yourself, you know, or lower. So you got to keep your standards high. They got to be able to impress you. If they can't impress you, what they going to do? Press you. So it's a no for me. You got to do better. You got to do more. You can't do the bare minimum. Nobody wants the bare minimum. Nobody. Okay. The bare minimum is an insult. Let me repeat that. If you are a woman, if you are attractive, if you do, you know, life grand, the bare minimum is insulting. Okay. And you won't even take it. You're like, you know, y'all go ahead with that. I'm good over here. I do more for myself than you're trying to. You can't impress me, sir. That's just you're literally wasting my time and energy. Goodbye. Okay. Men that do the absolute bare minimum need to move on. They need to go find somebody who thinks that's the most. Okay. Because most women, they do 10 times more than that for themselves. Why would they be impressed by the bare minimum from a man that's supposed to like them and want to impress them? That's a no. It's an absolute no. It's like, get out of here. It's like a fly, you know, shoot. It's literally like a bug wasting your time and just in your way. Like, get out of here, you know? That's why most men get ghosted by women who are way out of their league. They're not doing enough. They're not doing enough to impress you. Nobody wants you, sir. Just where's the money? How can you impress me? Prove yourself. Otherwise, get out of my way. You know, that's literally what it is now. And if most men aren't stepping up, why? A lot of them are, though. A lot of them do the most, but a lot of them aren't stepping up because they can't. And that should be an indicator of not to deal with them anymore. They can't do it. And if they can't do that, they shouldn't be dating. Do you understand? Or at least not someone in your league. They shouldn't be dating. They should just go find somebody else. Your whale is back, seeing you after 5 years. He's showing a lot of effort and started sending you money and drives hours to see me. What do I do now? Okay. Dealership time, baby. For you to upgrade on something major. He's ready to spend. Okay. Something major. Get something major. He's ready to buy you a house, a car, some real estate or something. Okay. He's doing the most, so ask for the most. He's trying to do something big. So see what he's trying to do. Don't look for marriage. Look for stuff for yourself, ma'am. Don't be looking for no ring. Look for stuff first, then look for the ring after you got some stuff in your name. Do you understand? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Get you some stuff first. All right. Get your investments first, darling. You met this guy twice, but still got no gifts. Is it too early? It ain't too early, baby. He don't like you enough. If you hinted on the phone, on text that you like certain things, you know, you're looking for, or you're saving up for something, or you really like this, or you really like that, you send him links and pictures and stuff. If he ain't figured out how to get it to you yet, he don't want to get it to you. You understand? Date somebody else at the same time. Put him under free food and that's about it. Okay? He doesn't understand. He doesn't get the context clues and the hints you're dropping. Now, if he likes you times 10, you can go ahead and straight up ask him for it, and he'll probably do it. If not, add another one to the roster and put him under free food under your contacts. Okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. That's all he is. Sometimes you don't even need free food. Like some guys who are free food Freddy are time wasters. Okay? They just don't want to dine alone. So if you're not hungry, you know, get rid of free food Freddy. He's taking up too much time. Okay? And add to your waistline. You don't need free food Freddy if you're trying to watch your weight and get this money. Okay? Thank you, Yasmin. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Appreciate you. Thank you, ma'am. Some of y'all don't need free food Freddy. Y'all need bill paying Bob. Y'all need to keep leveling up until you can attract that. Okay? Now, it is possible. Look, I'm trying to tell y'all. Y'all don't believe me? Keep leveling up and see what happens. Go to the rich side of town. Uh-oh, thank you, Anna. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you, Anna. I appreciate you. Okay. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Yeah, it is women who set the standards. Come correct or stay at home. Or talk to pick me shit now. Who got low standards. Don't talk to us. See, men are ego driven. They think all women want them or want to get married or have a relationship with them. They don't realize that they can also be used. And when they realize, oh my God, they're just using me for my money, they don't think about what other traits and characteristics can they get for free, because men aren't doing it the most emotionally either. So they got to compensate by, spending that money, doing what they need to do. Because most men wouldn't even be dealt with if they didn't have no money. How much should I charge for a reentry fee? Whatever, you know how much money they make. You know what they do for a living. You know how much they can afford to give you in order to just talk to you again, and how much they're willing to talk to you. If I don't know how much they earn, baby. I don't know how old this man is. I don't know what his career is. So I don't know what you should ask for. Okay. But you do. So do that according to what you know he can afford and you actually want. So for example, if he's making $500,000 a year, okay, you can ask for a couple thousand, baby, just to talk. If he making that much, maybe like 500. I don't know. Well, just to talk. See how serious he is. Okay. If he's just circling the block, trying to get you to boost his ego so he can ghost you next week. No time wasted because he paid you for it. You understand? Or he'll pay and he'll stay. It just depends on what his motives are for contacting you again. Do you understand? If his motives are intentional and he's trying to do something and he regrets not talking to you and he wants to see what's going, he'll pay to talk to you. If he's just circling the block to see if you're still stupid, he's not going to pay. He's going to go on to the next chick. You understand? So it's up to you how much you want. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said you're going to the spa for the first time because I inspired you to get better care of yourself. Wow, I'm so happy for you. Enjoy. Sprinkle, sprinkle. It's so nice. Okay. Thank you. You said you're all in the background, loving the title, changes for charges. What? Changes for examples, the blanket. Thank you for showing up every day. Thank you, Daphne. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Oh, you noticed okay. That blanket was a birthday gift. I'm glad you like it. It's like 100% cashmere. I got two of them actually, a gray and a brown. Mm-hmm. Why does he keep coming back? Because you keep letting him come back without a re-entry fee. Because everything is free. It's free refills with you. You know what I'm saying? Wouldn't you come back if there was free refills? There needs to be a re-entry fee, darling. No free refills, darling. Are you a free refill type of place? Then you better know better, because you better do better because you know better, ma'am. They keep coming back because you keep entertaining them. They keep coming back because you keep answering. They keep coming back because you ain't got no re-entry fee. That's why they come back. It's free refills over there, girl. You got a free refill. You got a free refill sign. You understand? Refilling their ego. No, thank you, ma'am. You got to pay. You got to pay to stay. Re-entry fee. Are you the type of place that charges to make a reservation and to even talk to someone about getting a table, or are you the free refill type of place? You better know who you are. The places you can't even make a reservation for unless you put down some money, baby. Do you understand? You can't even talk about getting no table. You better know who you are. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Whatever you need it to be. just to talk to them. You could have several re-entry fees. You can have a re-entry fee to talk, a re-entry fee to see them, a re-entry fee to do whatever you need to do. You can have several. What kind of proposal would take by a provider? What kind of proposal would you take by a provider? One with a ring, a nice ring? I don't care what you do. Just give me the ring. Sprinkle, sprinkle. As long as the ring is worth something. Don't care how he proposed. All right, that's if I was trying to get married. I don't care about the proposal. Let me see the ring. All right, wonderful. Is it real? Is it a natural diamond? Then wonderful. Let's see. Okay, you're 22 in Houston, Texas. Okay, you spent a lot of upgrading your wardrobe, makeup. Been going out to the rich areas during lunch, but you never meet long-term provider man, just me for the meantime. Do I look too young? Probably. Do you look like you're getting ready to go to the country club and go to galas and be on some older man's arm who wants a young thing? You look like that? Or do you look like you're trying to go to the club and have fun? Do you like, what do you look like? Like, how do you present? Because men can tell the difference between women that's ready for lifestyle and women that are just ready for, one date or 2 dates, just for some entertainment purposes. So you got to look like you're ready for lifestyle. You got to have the correct manners, the correct etiquette, blah, blah, blah. You got to work on all of that. So work on your etiquette, work on your wardrobe. Now, I know you say you worked on your wardrobe, but is it an elegant wardrobe or is it a sexy wardrobe? If you want someone to take you seriously, they got to be able to introduce you to coworkers and mother. So you tried it that way. Try it the other way. Okay. Are you for fun? Or are you for lifestyle? You got to understand your position. When you become a wife of a man with money, you get a position as a representative of them and the family. So you got to understand what you're getting into. Would you accept a diamond that wasn't natural? I'll accept everybody diamonds, but I prefer the natural diamonds. Sprinkle, sprinkle. They can go get another ring and have it remade. They can go to the pawn shop and get that natural diamond and go to the jeweler and put it in another setting. I don't mind that as long as it's, if you want to get me a lab grown diamond, great, fine. I'll take that too. But I prefer the natural diamond. I will tell them that. You can go resource it somewhere and upcycle it. I don't mind that. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I was telling my friend. No, I'm sorry. I was telling, not my friend. TikTok is my friend now, I guess. But I was telling TikTok earlier when I was live. I was saying, you know what? There's a story where, okay, so the mother-in-law gave her son her, diamond out of like her ring, because I don't know if they're still married or they upgrade on their, but it was a natural diamond. And they had another ring made with the mother-in-law's ring, diamond. And then he presented it to her, his fiance. So she got a natural diamond. It is an heirloom diamond. It has history and, a story behind it. And there's a story to tell. With a lab grown diamond, ain't no story to tell. You know what I'm saying? So you can upcycle it. You can get it from different family members. You can get it at a pawn shop. He can tell the story about how he searched high and low for the perfect natural diamond. It's the story behind it that matters. Okay. Or would you rather them just say, "Oh, I found me a lab grown diamond," and said that's the one, wrap it up? It's not, and plus a lab grown diamond is not the same as a natural diamond, because a natural diamond is millions of years old, has a different energy. Okay. It represents longevity. It represents, from coal to diamond. It represents, for better or for worse. That's why he chose the diamond, and it's the resilient. And I know lab grown diamonds are also, diamonds, but they haven't endured millions of years or longevity to get there, So it's also a symbol of the marriage. If it's just a fast, quick, wham, bam, thank you, ma'am, in and out type of marriage, Lab grown diamonds are fine, but it's what it symbolizes. Do you know that things are symbols? Mental symbols, power of suggestion. It's programming your brain and your subconscious mind. So if you're a quick lab grown diamond, you might be the first wife, not the last wife. You know what I'm saying? I mean, a real diamond because of what it represents. Rarity, the prize. Took millions of years to create this, darling. Okay. Eternal, almost. Okay. I don't want no lab grown diamonds unless they're just for fun. Don't give me that as no wedding ring. You better go on a search high and low for something natural. You ready to go to the pawn shop and to the jewelers and get some stuff remade and recreated and have a little story behind it. I want the millions of years on my finger. That no lab grown. I'll wear that on the other finger. I wear it on my neck, on my wrist, but on my ring finger, you better come correct. I know a lot of people don't understand that because they don't understand symbolism, but I do. So I'll expect nothing less, darling. And the natural diamonds are worth more. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. So now that you know better, guess what you got to go do? Better. Thank you for all your knowledge. Wish I knew early. I'm 56, look good, ready to get that money. Okay, it ain't never too late. Sprinkle, sprinkle. It ain't never too late. Go get that money. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you. You said, hopefully more people understand the difference between lab-grown and organic heirloom diamond gems. Yeah, y'all got to explain it to them. Because these men out there getting super excited over getting a ring that's been grown in a lab. And they need to be looking high and low for the perfect natural diamond if they want their woman to feel special. You understand? You can upcycle from other things. You can go to the pawn shop. You can get diamonds elsewhere and go take it to a jeweler and have it made. That's more special and it's more meaningful. It means you put in effort. And the marriage and the proposal will also be more well thought out and meaningful if you put effort into that ring. And it's worth more. It's a testament to how much you value that woman. Okay. Anybody can go get a lab grown diamond. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said there's something spiritual with the natural diamond. That's right. You don't want no lab grown diamond unless it's just for costume jewelry or, your wrist or your neck. I like for a wedding ring or an engagement ring, it should be real diamonds. Not real, but like natural, because lab grown are real, but they should be natural. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said a lab grown diamond could be ashes of a convict who committed a heinous crime. Y'all are a mess. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Y'all are a hot mess for that one. But anyway, so since you know better, do better, ask for more, know your worth, know your value. Okay. Some men that are, let me tell y'all something. Some men that are young, they're not very sentimental. They don't think about the value of something, the sentimental value of something, the heirloom value. The story has more of the value. The energy has the value. The object is an object. Okay. But what's the value in it for your future generations? You know what I mean? Think about it. They want to put in effort, they got to put in effort. Or just take the lab grown ring and collect like 3 of them from 3 different men. Sprinkle, sprinkle. They don't put in effort. Why should you, darling? All right. So I got to collect 3 of these lab growns to equal a real natural diamond's worth. So you gonna give me 3 rings? Anyway. You said match his energy. Exactly. And some women prefer lab grown diamonds actually because they can get bigger ones for cheaper. So that just depends on what you want on your finger, ma'am. All right. You said 7 rings like Ariana. Yes, ma'am. Y'all, I'm about to be out by the pool this summer. About to be swimming. I had to get some darker foundation because I know I'm about to be outside for real, like in the sun. You gotta get some. As soon as it gets warm enough to get in that pool, I'm in there. You said we outside all summer? Yeah, we outside but inside. Look, I'm getting a house. I'm gonna be by my pool. I'm, okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So many people ask me, "Are you going to date again?" I'm not dating unless it's a multimillionaire who actually likes me times 10. I ain't getting at the house. You got to come correct or just leave me alone because I already got everything I need. If you want my attention, be that. Okay. So yes, I'm gonna be by my pool, sipping on a little tropical drink with a little umbrella in it, getting my vitamin D, swimming, reading a good book. You don't disturb me unless you're coming with some money. And trying to impress. Yes. So that sounds like a dream. Yes, ma'am. And I'm gonna be decorating and antiquing because I'm old. I like to collect stuff and make my house look like a home, not like an IKEA ad. Okay. So I will be antiquing. I will be by the pool, sipping on a tropical drink, reading a book, brunching with my daughters, maybe getting to the beach every now and then. Don't disturb my peace unless you got some money. Sprinkle. That's it. All right. You said, "Will I start bird watching?" Y'all are funny. Girl, maybe in my 60s. All right. Well, I ain't there yet. Wait. Yeah. After I turn 60, ma'am, yes, I'm getting me some binoculars. Be like, "Ooh, is that a blue jay?" Then she who? Am I moving? Of course. I'm gonna get a new house, darling. I'm upgrading a house to a house with a pool, a bigger house with a pool. Yes, ma'am. I got to be by my pool, in my house, chilling. Yeah, I'm moving. This is your favorite comedy. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. How are y'all? Do I wear sunscreen? I will. I do. I use sunscreen under my makeup when I go outside to the beach or to the pool. I do. Yeah. Now that I'm getting older, I got to put that stuff on. Yeah. You said you did a home tour long ago and you had a pool. Yeah, that was my other house. Yeah. I've moved since then. Like we had a house built after that house. Sold the house we had built. Now I'm getting another house with a pool. All right. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I found a house already. Yes, I did. Sprinkle, sprinkle. When you know what you want, it's easy to find and you'll attract it. You don't know what you want, you're indecisive, that's when it's harder. I know exactly what I wanted, been knowing what I wanted, and I found it quick. Why? Because when you know what you want, you can attract it faster. That's why you need to write stuff down and have it in high standards. All right. If you're all confused and you don't know what you want, you're like, okay, I don't know what I want. It's not, you're not going to find it, but it's not going to come to you. But when you know exactly what you want, you're putting it out there, it's going to come back to you. So this is what I want. This is what I'm looking for. I ain't settling for nothing less. Chop, chop. Let's get to it. And then there it goes. Okay. Yeah. That's why it's very important to have high standards and mean what you say and say what you mean, and know better, you do better. You understand? Because if you don't accept nothing less, nothing else can come. You understand? Nothing else can come but what you said, but what you had in mind, by what you vibrate, by what your frequency is. That ain't nothing else gonna come except that. Like, I'm telling y'all, just from me speaking about this every day to y'all, the only type of man that approached me got money. Do you understand? The only type of stuff that I find is exactly what I'm looking for and what I want. Okay? Why? Because that's what I talk about and that's what I'm about. I can go sit anywhere. I can go sit anywhere. And the guy who approaches me, they got money. Period. Period. Ain't nothing dusty coming up to me. Period. And most of the time, they don't even know who I am. Because I talk about it, I vibrate it, I be about it, I'm in places where it's at. I ain't got to worry about no dust. Why? Because I'm always thinking about it, talking about it, and being about it. So ain't nothing less can come. All right? So, you know where you belong. You know how you're supposed to walk, talk, act, and dress. You know what men with money are attracted to. You know all of these things. Make sure you're implementing it. You know what you have as far as standards are concerned. You know what aura you're giving off. That's it. You're 23 years old, newlywed, any pointers? Yeah, don't lose yourself. Don't become the maid. Keep your life, keep your hobbies. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Stay an individual person. Don't become a pygmy in marriage. Make sure the dynamic is that you are the prize and you stay the prize, ma'am. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Don't cook every day. Cook when you feel like it. Don't wash his clothes. Make him do his own laundry. There you go. You're welcome. Okay. And don't pay no bills in your house. Forgot to tell you that. That's number one. Don't pay no bills in that house. If you make money, keep your money. Spend his. Advice for single moms needing to level up. Put yourself as a priority. Take care of your kid first. While y'all are taking care of your kids, wake up early. Okay. If you got kids, you got to get ready for school. Go to bed early, wake up early. Put some effort into yourself, then put some effort into them kids. You first. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Get up early. If you love yourself, get up early. Do you understand? You can't let yourself go. You can't do it. Don't do it. I don't even care if you're a work in progress. Still put that work in. Okay, you might not be what you want to be today, but you might be, if you keep it up, you might be that way in a month from now or a year from now, but you got to keep putting in effort. Okay. Y'all have watched my videos over the years. Y'all have seen me go from a mother of very young children into a mother of like teenagers and grown teenagers. Y'all have seen my progression. You just got to keep putting in that work every day. Okay, just keep going, because some women give up. They give up and you can tell. Don't be that. Get up early. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Go to bed early or prepare the night before so you can do less in the morning. Simply, that's all you got to do. Okay. Make your life easier by teaching your kids how to do stuff that you don't need to do for them no more. Prepare stuff ahead of time and wake up early. Get ready the night before with everything you can. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. What would it tell if you asked about my favorite color? Money green, baby. Money green. I love the color of money, baby. My favorite color. Sprinkle, sprinkle. And if you're from a different country where the currency is a different color, whatever that color is too. Okay. Some of y'all stuff got blue, red, I don't know, whatever. All right. Money red, money blue, whatever. Money green over here. Okay. Proper planning and strategizing goes a long way. Exactly. For example, you can do your hair the night before, you can curl it, you can curl your wig, whatever you got on your head, you can curl it, right? Or you can make it happen. Do the do before you get up. And lay out your clothes the night before with options if you want to change. Shoes out, put your clothes out, change your handbag over. If you switch purses like I do. Okay. Get prepared and there you go. Make it easier on yourself. Do you lay your kids' clothes out too? Get them in a routine so they can do more stuff for themselves. Then you got more free time. Okay. He might be asking because he wants to buy her something. Y'all asking for what? The favorite color? Well, if he got that type of money, then tell him the favorite color of. Okay, the only time a man will ask you your favorite color is if he buy you clothes or a purse. Okay, or flowers. Well, how much money he got and how long you known him. That'll indicate what he's trying to buy you. Clothes, purse, or flowers. Okay. Advice for 18 to 22-year-old in school, date older or no. Girl, what are you trying to do? What are you trying to accomplish? Because when y'all start asking me about what age you should date, that depends on what you're dating for. What experience or what do you hope to gain from dating older? What are you trying to get out of it? You know what I'm saying? A car, then you need to definitely date older. Thank you, Miss Wanda. Miss Wanda sent me a cash app. Thank you, ma'am. Sprinkle, sprinkle. And let's see what she's talking about. See what Miss Wanda talking about. Hey, Wanda. She says, awesome. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you, ma'am. Dating older, you want a car, house, asset, well, then you need to date older, ma'am. Someone that's actually going to take you seriously. An old man that likes young women, but you have to know exactly what you're trying to go after. I explained this earlier in the video because somebody asked me a similar question. You got to act like you're ready for being an older man's woman, which means you got to dress a certain way, act a certain way, have certain manners, have certain etiquette. You understand? You can't be out there twerking and doing all that kind of stuff. You got to dress the part, act the part, have the manners and the etiquette of a girlfriend of a rich man. You know, he was brainwashed to people please. How do I rewire my mind to be selfish and take action? I grew up very passive and dormant. Okay, make sure just pretend like you're people and do stuff for yourself. Okay, just say no to everybody and yes to yourself only. All right, if they like you, they'll take the answer no and still like you. If they don't like you and they're using you, they're not going to understand the word no. You can get rid of a lot of people this way and start your life without being bothered. You understand? Okay, because people that truly love you and like you for you are going to accept no as an answer and as a boundary. When you start telling people no and they get mad at you, they don't respect your boundaries. They don't respect you. They were using you. You understand? When you weed out them people, you can use all that extra time and energy to put it into yourself and put yourself as a priority. People want to see you thrive, shine, and grow that really love you. So they'll understand. If not, get rid of them. You understand? That's literally it. Reprogram yourself by knowing better and doing better. You are first, they are not. You understand? They don't understand that. They don't need to be there. Sprinkle, sprinkle. It's that simple. Choose you. If they don't understand, then they don't like you. You said thoughts on stingy rich people. Get one that's generous, darling. Just like there's stingy rich people, there's generous rich people. There's all types of people, baby. You just need to find the right ones and the ones that like you more. And sometimes rich people are stingy because they don't like you like that. Okay? And if they liked you, they spend it, ma'am. Rich people aren't desperate. They don't have to spend if they don't like you like that. But they just gotta have you. They're gonna spend. All right? I'm just telling you. They just gotta have you. They're gonna spend. Uh-oh, I style abundance. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you, ma'am. Mm-hmm. You said stingy people are not really rich. They don't like you and they might be gay. Oh, shoot. There are different types of rich people too. So y'all have to understand there's levels to richness. How do you pick goals? Whatever you're trying to do in life, whatever lifestyle you're trying to attain, whatever you're trying to accomplish. That's how. And you can make new goals every day, every week, or every month. Small goals, medium goals, and large goals. Okay. Your goal could just be to make somebody take you to a nice restaurant. Your next goal could be to get a gift. Keep having them goals and keep collecting. Right? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Then eventually them goals gonna add up to a bigger goal. Have the goals. If your goal is to find a man that's gonna give you money to start your business, then that's all you're gonna entertain. Type of man that can give you the money. Ain't that right? Your goals are going to also determine the type of decisions you're making and who you're seeing. So keep in mind that. Okay. What would you respond to a guy who rescheduled your meeting for a few days later? Pretty sure because of another woman. Okay. I would tell him I forgot that we even had a meeting, darling. And I'm glad that he rescheduled because you had already made plans that night already, or that you totally forgot. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Oh my gosh, I totally forgot we had plans. Oh, that's fine with me. I probably was going to have to cancel anyway. I'm glad you reminded me because I totally forgot. That's why you always need a backup, girl. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. Don't learn how to react in a way that makes you look good, okay? Don't get mad, don't get upset. Be like, "Oh my gosh, I totally forgot we had a." Well, I'm glad you reminded me because I you sprinkle, sprinkle. Anyway, how are y'all? You think your boss wants to date you? Do you pursue this? No, you get stuff out of it first to make sure he wants to date you. Okay. When you think someone wants to date you, especially your boss, first of all, how much money do he got? Second of all, how is he letting you know he's trying to date you? Is he paying for stuff? Is he giving you gifts? Is he helping you out? Is you saving up for stuff and you mentioning it slightly and he's helping you? Like, where's the money? Is he increasing your pay? Is he giving you a raise? What's happening? Because I don't see nothing unless I see some money. I don't see that you have a crush on me. I don't see that you like me unless money is being spent and given. Okay, because I can't tell. I don't understand that. You pursuing, you impressing. If I don't see nothing in my pocket, in my hand, if I don't see a raise, so you working for this man, where's your raise? Where's your bonuses? You understand? Special treatment ain't enough. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said don't do it, you're gonna get fired. The boss tried it. Yeah, I'm not bothering nobody unless they can up my everything. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even listening to that mess unless I can leave with something. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Yeah, I don't recommend dealing with anybody unless they're the owner or the CEO or something, child. Okay. And how many girls you think he be trying to hit on every time it's a new hire that looks decent? You better get your money. Occur. Anyway, so let me tell y'all something. Most of y'all aren't attracting the type of men you want because you're not understanding exactly what you want. You don't know what you want. And let me tell you how you know what you want. If you're prepared for what you want, if you're dressed for what you want, for the situation you want, and the lifestyle. Okay. Some of y'all say y'all want this, but dress for that. Some of y'all say y'all want this, but acting like y'all want something the opposite. You're walking and talking like you don't want that. You're walking and talking and dressing like you don't want what you're saying you're wanting. So you're giving mixed signals when you're trying to use the law of attraction. Do you understand? You're still talking to dust when you're trying to attract money. They don't go together. So you got to let the dust go. You got to let some certain things go and start focusing on the things that you're trying to attract. That's it. How to deal with a man who is rich but full of lust. I hate it. Be full of greed. Okay, if y'all gonna have the 7 deadly sins, make sure you counteract his lust with greed. Do you understand? Start talking about this money. Okay. You can be just as greedy as he can be lustful. Understand what I'm telling you? Start talking that talk. Start talking your talk, your money talk. Okay. Wonderful. If he got the nerve to say you're a gold digger and you're greedy, to call him lustful. All right. Say we the same. You talking about this, I'm talking about that. You need me, I need that. You can't stop thinking about this, and I can't stop thinking about that. We are the same. Give me my money. Shut up. You're still working 9 to 5 and want to retire this year at 44, either from a man or your own business. Wonderful. I'm kind of okay. You don't know. And okay, years ago. Okay, how can I stay positive while working on this? Okay, you ain't got no choice but to stay positive. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You ain't got no choice. Okay, you have no choice but to stay positive. Do you understand what I'm telling you? If you're gonna do it, do it. Put the effort in. Look at it from a positive perspective. Know that it can be done. See that it's possible. Look at other women who have done the same thing your age or older. Start looking at that. Start understanding what they do. Start looking at the type of men who are going to be the correct targets. Start walking and talking as if you are the prize, no matter how old you are. Okay. Study what you're trying to do and make it happen. Okay. Get all the information, collect all the information, get the outfits together, get the mindset together, and move forward. You ain't got no choice. Just look at it like that. I ain't got no choice but to move forward and do better and do what I got to do. No choice. Because I definitely don't move backwards. How do you start asking him to pay your rent? Girl, if he like you enough, he gonna be offering. Okay. He gotta like you times 10 to like you. Okay. If you're dealing with somebody that don't like you times 10, are you afraid to ask him to help you or to tell him about unethical and how you helped her and now you need help, if you're afraid to ask him, he's the wrong man and the wrong target. So make sure he's the right man. He got to like you more. Got to like you more. If he's going to be offended by your question and ghost you, he don't like you. If he's going to do anything to help you and to make sure you're safe and cared for and Aunt Ethel is good, then he's the one. Do you understand? He's the one that will pay that rent. So all you got to do is present your situation out there. Don't make it look like you're financially irresponsible, but like an unexpected cost came up or that you're saving up for something and that you're worried about something. If he alleviates that worry and that discomfort, then he wants to invest in you and he wants to pay that rent. If he don't like you enough, he's going to be like, well, good luck. You know what I'm saying? He's going to be offended by the question. He's going to tell you good luck. So you got to make sure that they like you more before you even start thinking about it. That's why you got to be the prize. If not, that's what the problem is. You said there's dudes in here. Are you sure they're not women or down low dudes? If you're not gay, you don't need to be in here, men, unless you're giving me some money. If you're not gay and you're not putting no money down, you need to be at work, clocked in somewhere, or starting a business or something, okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. If you gay, you can stay. All right. If you're a gay man, you can stay. Get comfortable. Get some notes. Get your coffee. All right. If you supposedly straight, you need to get back to work and go somewhere. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said men feed off feminine energy, whether it's positive or negative. They need to feed off of a job, money. Okay. You said if they're gay for pay, they can stay too. I guess we can make an exception. So if you're gay for pay, you can stay too. Just be respectful. All right, sprinkle, sprinkle. If you do something strange for a piece of change every now and then, you can stay too. We ain't gonna tell nobody, but you should. You need to tell somebody. How do you find clarity and direction when lost? By knowing thyself, by knowing who you are and what you want. You ain't lost. You just haven't written down your goals and your plans. Okay. It's not what other people want for you, what you think you should want. It's what you do want. Write that down and get to it. You understand? Not what other people want from you, not what society wants from you, not what your family wants from you, but what you want. I'm getting what I want. Okay. When I was a little girl, I always wanted to do certain things. I'm doing it. Why? Because I didn't let nobody stand in my way. Do you understand? Nobody. You ain't in my way because I know what I want. Do you understand? So you better know what you want and don't accept nothing less and keep working towards it and keep walking towards it and only entertain people that can bring it to you or you let you get it faster. You understand? Don't let nobody stand in your way. So know what you want. Most of the time what you want is what you wanted as a child. Before society got to you, before you turned into a pygmy, before you did everything for everybody else, before you became a people pleaser, what did you want? What was your dream life when you were in the 5th grade and somebody said, what do you want to, how do you want to live when you grow up? What do you want to be doing when you grow up? That's what you want. Do you understand? Most of the time, you really think about it. You did when you were 5 years old, you did not say you wanted to be somebody's pick me, washing their dirty drawers, cooking and cleaning for some man that don't even like you. You didn't say that. What did you say? What did you want in the 5th grade? Go from there. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you, SB. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Yeah. You said God is sent. Yes. So what you want? Go for that. Mm-hmm. You said they can't get attention in the real world. That's why they're here. Girl, they might as well be just bots. I look at Dusty's as bots. Because if you're not really making no money, are you really real? If you can't really do nothing for somebody, are you real? Are you just a NPC? You know, a non-playable character? Are you just filler people? Are you extras in the back of a movie? That's what I see Dusty's as. They just there to fill up space. You know what I'm saying? They're not. I don't take them seriously. Their opinions don't count. They just there adding comments and adding to the algorithm, baby. That's all they are to me. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. Anyway, sprinkle, sprinkle. Filler people, algorithm boosters. Thank you. Okay. You said we laugh at the dust. Exactly, girl. Nobody take that seriously. Okay. How do you get boyfriend to move in, girl? Why would he want to move in? Why don't you want to get a new place where it's bigger and better that he can pay for? Why would you want a man to move into your place? That's my question. How about y'all go and he gets a bigger place with his money and asks you to move in? Okay, why you need him to move in? Where is he moving from? That's my question. You never move a man into your house. That's a no-no. You meant to move in with him. Exactly. Where's is his house nicer? Can he even qualify to live somewhere? Where does he live now? You know? Are you going to want to live with him a couple of years from now? What's he doing? Sure, if you were a lesbian, how would you navigate dating? I want to attract better. I don't know what kind of lesbian you are, ma'am. Are you a feminine lesbian or a masculine lesbian? Are you a stud? What you is? Because that all depends what type of lesbian you are. I'm going for the money always, no matter what. That's what I'm saying. I don't go for the money. Find somebody that earns way more than you, period. Unless you're the masculine lesbian and you're trying to be masculine, then you need to make the most money. Again, you wake up early. What else can I do to level up? Prepare the night before, wake up early. Study proper etiquette when in certain environments and situations and around whatever, upper class people. Learn all that stuff. Learn what's socially acceptable, blah, 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 blah. Be feminine, exactly. Study femininity. Practice being more feminine. Start there. All right, you said there's lots of powerful lesbians. Girl, get where the money is, man, always. Or you be the money. Depending on what you're looking for, what type of lesbian you are. You got to have the money or you got to be after the money. Or both. How do you actualize what you think into making it happen? I've always thought of things, but nothing is not enough. That's because you think. Look at the last part of your sentence. But thinking is not enough. Exactly. You need to put in some action. Okay. So let me say, let's say you're praying for water, right? You're doing your rain dance and it rains. Okay. That's only one way to get water. Do you have anything to collect that water? You know what I'm saying? You got some cups. How many cups do you have? How much water can you collect? Are you prepared to receive the water? You know what I'm saying? Do you have a rain catcher? Whatever. How many avenues of ways do you have to collect what you want? The more ways you have to collect, the more you're going to get and the faster it's going to come in. You only got one way to get something, it's going to take longer and it's going to be slow. So you need several ways for things to come to you. Okay. Several streams of income, several men on your roster, several. You understand? So, several ways for it to come to you, not just one. Okay. Why do you think your body has so many arteries and veins and systems? Okay. Because you're a complex creature. Okay, you got a shrimp. It got one vein, one digestive system, one mouth. No, you're not a shrimp. You're a human. You got several ways for things to come to you. You got several ways to do this and several ways to do that in your whole body system. There are several ways to get stuff. Make sure you have options and several ways for your stuff to come in. Okay. Some people only at work and play the lottery. That's only two ways. Do you understand? They don't even try to get a side hustle. They don't even try to get a second job. Why don't you create more streams for whatever you're asking for to come to you, or more ways, or get out and do more things that's going to attract more of this and more of that? You got to have several streams. You got to take action. Why do men disrespect women when they came from one? Because no woman has put them in their place, darling. Put them in a place. Okay. Okay, the guy wants you to reschedule for another time. He sets the dates. I'm not sure his choice, or should I go for the one of the high expensive ones? Huh? Most expensive, darling. Know your value. Be bold and have the audacity, darling. You're not losing anything. But a bland, blah date that was rescheduled. Okay, go hard or go home. Think about it. He deserves to repay you anyway. So go for the highest. If not, what's the point? How to know how attractive I am? Ask a child. They will be very honest. They won't lie to you. They'll tell you the truth. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said most men hate women. The feeling is mutual. I don't think most men hate women. I just don't think that they're qualified to deal with women, and that is what they hate. Okay, I don't think that they hate women. I think they're just not qualified because y'all don't make them qualify. You know what I mean? And then when they don't act right, they're wondering what happened. What happened is you lowered your standards and they couldn't reach them, and now they're upset because you gave them a chance. You don't even give them a chance if you know they can't reach your standards, baby. A lot of men will bypass you as a woman because they know they're going to disappoint you because they can't reach your standard. You shouldn't be mad that they stopped trying. They stopped trying because they know they can't do it. You should only allow those that qualify pursue you. Do you understand? So a lot of the things that people don't really understand is that too many pick-me-shoes out here doing the most, accepting the least. And men have gotten used to that. But men should understand if they don't qualify, they need to bypass. They don't hate women. They hate the fact that they don't qualify. That's literally it. They get mad at themselves. They're projecting. So they don't hate you. They just don't qualify. And they're mad about it. They hate themselves. Sprinkle, sprinkle. They hate themselves for not being able to qualify. They hate themselves for having to have to reach standards that they know they can't reach and then get rejected. They hate that. They don't hate you. Because otherwise, why would they be pursuing you? And do y'all remember when that reel was going around talking about if there were no women on the planet Earth, what would you do? Men said that they wouldn't want to be on Earth. So do they really hate women? Or do they hate themselves for not being able to please women, not be able to reach their standards? They hate themselves. That's it. So once they start loving themselves, understanding their value and their worth and getting their money up and understanding they wouldn't be dating with lint in their pockets, and they would only want their woman to have the finest things and be happy and bring children into the world that are going to be prosperous and have things that they actually want, they're not going to do you dirty. They're going to love themselves enough to get their money up for their future wife and their future offspring or whoever they're dealing with. They're going to love themselves to represent and be the head, a leader or whatever that they were supposed to be, not the loser that you got to make excuses for. Okay, they don't like themselves. They got to get up. And once they get up, that's good. All right. And if you're up when they get up, then it's like Cardi B said, sprinkle, sprinkle. So stay ready so you ain't got to get ready. All right, wonderful. You said, how can you show that that's not okay? He sets the dates. I'm not sure how to resolve. Just say, you know what? Let me know when you're ready, when you're serious about this. Otherwise, don't bother me. He wants to blow you off. He's just being too nice. I don't like you like that. You gave him too much leeway. How can I reel him in by dating someone else and stop being too available? Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. By forgetting him, by not talking to him, by letting him do the chasing. If a man likes you, he gonna come get you, baby. How to not care what men think. If they're not there to impress you or please you, who cares what they think? Do you understand? They ain't there to impress and add to you. We don't care. Do you understand? We don't care enough. Why do we care what they think when they're not doing anything for us? Doesn't matter, do it. Exactly. Are they doing something for you? They paying all them bills? You living your best life? Then why do you care what they think? They need to think how to get some money and impress you. That's all they need to be thinking when they think about you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Oh, thank you for being a new member. 33. Was that Sam? Thank you, girl. Besides ignoring how to mask contempt when a man's insecurity manifests in a negative way. Girl, I'm not thinking that hard. Pay or get away. Pay or get away. Put the money in the account or leave me alone. I'm not even thinking that deep about no man, girl. Y'all doing too much. Okay? If you ain't impressing me and you ain't adding to me, bypass. I'm not concerned about no emotional crap. I'm not concerned about none of that. Yeah, I'm not invested in that. They got to like me times 10 and they got to want to do stuff and they want to impress me. Other than that, I'm not thinking too hard and deep about that. You understand? You need to be doing the same thing. Why? Y'all getting too wrapped up. Look at the questions you asked. His insecurity is going to manifest in negative ways. That's why you transmute it by getting his money. Do you understand? When they invest money into you, that's positive. Do you understand? Positive in your account. There you go. Where the money? You can. Get the money, baby. That's positive, right? Is dating a guy younger hopeless? Does he come from old money and does he have a trust fund? And is he spending it on you, darling? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Is he spending money on you? Someone says, show me the money. Exactly, girl. We're hope for some money. He said he had a trust fund. Well, collect the trust, ma'am. Collect that fund. Stop worrying about the future and worry about today. If he wants you part of his life, he'll invest heavily and you might be a part of the future. If he's not investing in you, you might not be part of the future. So get his money. Don't worry about tomorrow. Worry about right now and collect now. Okay? If he likes you enough and he's invested enough, he gonna want you to be in the future with him. Okay? That's it. If not, collect the money, ma'am. When I try to level up, there's resistance inside me that pulls me back. How do I face that? Okay. Do it anyway. Do it anyway, ma'am. Resist it by you're going to resist it by doing it anyway. You know what you need to do. Go do it. Okay? Do it anyway. Just like when you don't feel like getting up and clocking in and going to work, or you know them bills is due, do it anyway. You got to do it anyway. Get up and go anyway. Who cares? You're gonna let something win inside of you instead of what you want. Aren't you in control? Get up and do it anyway. I don't care. Do it anyway. When that little voice starts to sound talking about don't do this, don't do that, do it anyway. Be defiant against that negative voice. Do it anyway. Do what you want. Do it's beneficial. Do its best. Do it anyway. Get up and do it anyway. Okay? Because if you don't put effort into yourself, nobody else will either. And you can't even be mad at them because you didn't do it anyway. You get it? You can't be mad at that man for not putting effort into you because you didn't put effort into yourself. So why do you deserve a man to give you stuff when you don't even give yourself what you need to get done? You know, he's going to treat you like you treat yourself. And you got to remember that. So you better treat yourself right and do what's right. Get what you need to get. Level up, ma'am. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You got to remember that. Look at it from a different perspective. If I don't do this for myself, why would a man want to? If I don't get up and look my best every day, why would a man want to spend? If I don't get up and make myself the main character every day, why would anybody want, me to be in their life as a character? Okay. If I don't look good every day, if I don't smell good every day, if I don't put in effort every day, why should a man put effort into me? Why should he even turn his head and look my way and offer me the world if I don't even think I deserve it by not putting effort into myself because whatever reason, deep down inside, you don't think you deserve it. That's why. You better know you deserve it. You deserve it because you put energy and effort into it. You got broken up with after 7 years today. Oh my goodness. How do you move on? Oh, the sadness feels so much right now. I'm 22. Girl, 22, you should be celebrating. Get out and go out. You was in that relationship too long. Next. What was that, your junior high school boyfriend? Next. Girl, was going to happen anyway. That wasn't future husband. That was puppy love. Child's love. I told you when you get to the real world, everything changes. Okay? That was just for fun. Now you need to start dating for lifestyle. Okay? Now you need to love yourself. All the love you gave him, now put it into yourself. Level up. Attract a man with some money. Get that lifestyle going. Do you understand? You love yourself. You already had love. Now time to graduate to getting lifestyle. Welcome to adulthood. Welcome to reality. How can I not be used or taken advantage of by men? By making sure they're heavily investing in you financially from the start. Okay. They need to be paying bills, buying gifts, giving you direct deposits. And you don't need to roll around on the mattress with them either. They need to be heavily investing in you to make you want to be in a committed relationship with them because they like you times 10. If you're not dealing with a man that likes you times 10, they don't like you at all. Think about it. They got to like you times 10 to see you as a human being instead of an object, darling. So, y'all understand that when you get older. Just because a man is attracted to you and want to roll around on the mattress with you, don't mean he likes you. Not as a human being, but maybe as an object, but not as a human. He doesn't care about your well-being, if your bills are paid, if you're happy, if you're at peace, if you feel safe and comfortable at night financially. He don't care about you as a human being feelings. He cares about you as an object to roll around on the mattress with. So when a man cares about you as a human being, he usually likes you times 10. So if you want to be treated like a human, they got to like you times 10. Do you understand? Get to it. Times 10, baby. Times 10. How to stop being emotional? Add up all the things that they do for you on the list and see what they've done for you to be attached emotionally or to get some type of emotional reaction out of you. Do they pay bills? Do they make sure you're safe and comfortable and happy? Do they make sure you have money to spend? Do they make sure that you feel good about you, yourself? And If not, what you doing? Giving away free emotional energy to someone who doesn't deserve it. Okay, you need to start calculating and writing down a list of what these people are doing for you in order for you to be that dumb and emotional towards them. If it's not enough, pull back. Treat your emotions like money. Don't spend it where it ain't deserved. You understand? That's it. That's it. Don't spend your emotions where you're not getting nothing in return. And I'm talking financially too. True. Think about it. Ask any man. Ask a man. Go ask your uncle. Go ask your daddy. If a man doesn't like me times 10, does he even see me as a human being or does he see me as an object? That man see you as an object unless he like you times 10 and care about everything else in your life, making you comfortable, making you happy. Make sure you feel good in their presence. Make sure you don't want for nothing and you got to look for no other man for nothing. That's how you know that they see you as a human. Okay, so gotta like you times 10. Yeah, it's a sad reality, but it's the truth. And you're going to believe it the older you get. Okay? The more experience you get in life, you're going to understand that. You're an object until they like you times 10. And I'm not talking about infatuated or attraction times 10. I mean like you enough to do anything times 10. Anything for you times 10. You know what I mean? That means whatever you try to do, you ain't going to get rid of them. They just going to keep giving you stuff until you're satisfied and happy. That's how you know they like you times 10. Make sure you're happy and got what you need and want, and you don't have to ask nobody else for it, and that you're their man, and da-da-da-da. That's it. So choose the correct targets. Choose the correct men that like you times 10. That's how you know. They're not going to look like Prince Charming most of the time. Some of them might look decent, some of them might not. But they're going to treat you like a human being and give you the lifestyle and everything that you want. And make sure your future generations are taken care of, and your children, if you have some, or the children that y'all create, you know. They're going to make sure that's taken care of if they see you as a human being, or like you times 10, you know what I mean? So y'all have to listen when I'm telling y'all that. If they don't see you as a human, you're not going to get too far in that relationship. Okay, think about it. Think about all the men that y'all have gone out on dates with, tried to drop hints and clues about unethical or you needing something or you saving up for something, and they say, well, good luck to you, or well, I hope you find the answer. They don't see you as a human. They see you as free company for a dinner date. They have no concern about you, your future, or your well-being. They just want to be seen in public with something that looks good, and so they don't have to dine alone. So you got to understand who you're dealing with, if they like you times 10, and if you're wasting your time or not. Do they even see you as a human? Your boyfriend likes you 10 times, but doesn't make a lot of money. He pay our rent and house bills. Is that okay? He like you enough to keep them bills paid, but he could get another stream of income to give you some extra money. You know, women motivate men to be better. If he likes you times 10 and he's just paying the bills, wonderful. Tell him you need more and you're not comfortable. If he likes you times 10, he's going to find some more income, baby. All right. Why can single mothers get out there and work 2 and 3 jobs for their children? If he like you that much, he'll go out there and get some more, you know, or figure it out. Maybe he can work from home, start a little online business, do something. Do you understand? Okay. I got a little break, but watch this. He said, ride or die women age prematurely. Ride or die women are ugly and stupid. Why would a man want a woman who wants them at their lowest, who had to help them back up, who had to dust them off? Why would they want that? There's no respect there. And every time he tries to take credit for something, you're going to be like, well, if it wasn't for me. He wants to feel masculine in front of a woman that don't know his dusty past. So he's going to use you, build on your back, let you build him up, and go start fresh with the next chick that he can get the respect from. That's why they don't stay with Barbara the Builders. That's why they don't stay with women who they've had struggle with, because you remind them of their struggle. You remind them of exactly when they were their lowest. They don't want that. Okay? That's why they don't stay. So only dumb women will help a man. Only dumb women will build a man. Only a dumb woman will step in and let a man build on her back so he can leave you for the next chick, because he don't want to face his struggle by looking at you every day. He don't want to face the fact that you are the reason why he ain't struggling no more, because men have egos, and you aren't the type of woman that he actually wants. You're the type of woman he needed. Oh, y'all seen that dummy? Get the kind of woman you need, not the kind you want. Okay, so he needs you, which means he don't have anything. When he wants you, that's the time that you're supposed to be with him. Not when he needs you, but when he wants you. Okay? Y'all be with men that need y'all, not want y'all. There's a difference. They need y'all to sign paperwork. They need y'all to, put them on the The least, they need y'all to put that down payment. They need y'all to pay for half the rent. They need y'all, but they don't want y'all. Understand it? Stop helping out men. Stop helping them out. They can help themselves, and they'll be more proud of themselves if they figured it out, rather than you enabling them to be a dusty. All right, sorry, y'all. That was somebody's clip that I stole. Actually, they stole my stuff first, so I stole it back. They have a book, I guess. Anyway, Sprinkle, how are y'all doing? 29 and you didn't have any fun growing up to this point. How do I get my priorities straight? Making up for fun, getting money. Not sure what to prioritize. Okay, you're 25 to prioritize getting a lifestyle. Okay, you can have fun after you get this money. Do you understand? You can be like Michael Jackson and Bill, you never, and whatever you got to do. Get the money first, baby, because you need the money to have fun. Been to 5 countries with him, some gifts, etc., and just found out he's legally married. How do I make him pay? Where's your car? Dealership time, baby. Make sure it's in your name. All right, wonderful. Dealership time. Dealership time. Shopping spree time. Real estate time. Whatever you need to get out of them. What kind of car you want, ma'am? You want a convertible? You want an SUV? What you need? You said, am I chiefing? No, this is a bakul. This is oud. I'm burning oud. It's a bakul burner. Actually, it needs to be recharged. It's a rechargeable bakul burner that I got for my birthday. I love it. Uh-huh. How do we get the money if we're celibate and abstinent? Don't tell them. You keep hope alive. Make false promises, future fake like they do. That's how they get y'all. Why don't you learn from them, girl? Book a hotel room for next Friday at the Ritz. I'm so excited. Did you see those links I sent you from La Perla? Oh my gosh, love. Which one do you like best? That's what I'm going to get for you. You go to links. Guess what's going to happen Friday morning of the hotel booking? Poor Aunt Ethel. She's going to need you in an emergency situation, and you're just not going to be able to make it. But you got your bills paid. You got you some La Perla. You got you some money. Because he just knew it was going to happen. But guess what? Brain check to never. He works at the same airline. He has buddy passes. I, female friend, call him for supposed buddy passes, but they only call him when he is not without me. Which, girl, I don't care about none of that. Get the money. Listen to what I'm saying. He works at an airline. Who cares? Get his money, girl. He's not husband, baby. He's just, chump change. Don't worry about him that much. You're putting too much into it. Let him talk to whoever. You need to be talking to whoever too and collecting your money from many directions. Do you understand? We don't care enough to care. Collect the money and move on to the next. Collect the money and have a roster, man. You're getting too caught up emotionally about what some other man is doing and talking to. He ain't even got your hand in marriage, ain't got you no ring. Do y'all even live together? Y'all only work at the same place. Who cares? Get his money, get his freaking flyer miles, have your goals in place, and stop caring who he's talking to. That's not your man. Do you really want that to be the father of your children? Or your future husband? Who cares? We're not doing too much no more, okay? We're doing less and getting more. Learn how to do that. We don't care enough. We're concerned about talking to when he's talking to him. We're concerned about if he's depositing that money and giving us what we want. Okay, if you're rolling around on a mattress with him, maybe that's why you're more concerned. You better wrap it up. Sprinkle. Some women prioritize income from career outside of men. Well, good for them. You can prioritize both. Okay. Because why would you want to deal with a man who can't add to your income? Do you understand? If you're a career driven woman, do you own your own business? That's question number one. If you're a career driven woman for another person's company, you're not earning what you could be earning for yourself eventually. Now, if you get a man who's going to give you money to invest in your own company, into your own business, you can be making more money and pass it down to your children or sell it off as a company and then pass that money down to your kids. Okay? I don't believe in working for other people. So if you got a man that will free you financially and give you money to start your own business, that's always better. Always. Do you understand? Even if it's a small business and you start off and you can grow it, and over time it's going to be something that can be inherited. Not the same salary, only going up a little bit each year. You know? Something you can leave, something you can create and grow, something you can sell off and leave money to your children or whoever, or invest it in something else later on. Think bigger, baby. How many times does Shira have to tell you keep your emotions in check? Thank you, ma'am. Miss D. That's right. Miss D, hey. Husband wants a better car than me, gives me the ick. How can I punish him? He doesn't care if I take away mattress activity. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you, Lauren. Okay, why does he want a better car than you? Think about it. Because he wants to impress women. Men don't care what they drive if they're not trying to impress women. Or they're trying to impress other men to look like they got something. Do you pay bills in that house? Do you go 50-50? Or are you a stay-at-home mom or a stay-at-home wife? Because if you paying bills in that house, you need to stop. Or you need to create some more bills so he can't afford that car since he want to drive nicer than you. All right? Maybe you can make a compromise. Maybe y'all can choose a decent car and y'all both get something. Decent. Thank you, Julie. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Otherwise, the answer is no. You're going to start a home project that's going to suck up all that money. You know what I'm saying? You better start some home projects. You better start something. He said he's for the streets. Exactly. Or he's trying to impress another woman. So you better start a home project that's going to suck up that money, suck up that down payment money. Start looking at houses instead. So you know what? For the price of that car, we can level up our house. Just start talking money. Start talking what else you can do with that money. Deter him from trying to get it unless he upgrades you first. Okay. I've seen some men do that to their wives. They be driving around a nice car and they give them wives that old beat up. Well, it's not beat up when they get it. But they give them a stupid minivan or something, and then they let them drive it until the wheels fall off. When he need to upgrade you first before he upgrades himself. You understand? And it depends on who's paying for it too. Mm-hmm. He asked you to go to a swangles retreat. I told him that's for him. So what do I get out of it? What kind of investment should I require? Don't go at all. Tell him to go by himself. And tell him to call you when you get back. And when he calls you, having that re-entry fee ready, baby. Are you a swinger? If you're a swinger, then you can't really get nothing out of it. You got to be a non-swinger to collect the most. You understand? And you don't even have to go. You just let him go. And when he get back, he got to pay. You understand? You don't go at all. You collect when you get back, when he get back, if he goes without you. Okay? Most of them won't even let you go unless you got somebody to go with. So he's out. Say, no, that's not my thing. You go ahead and go. But when you get back, you're gonna be in trouble. Then he ain't even gonna go. Then be mad that he even suggested that and still get paid, Be mad at him, be like, I can't believe that. Then you're gonna start seeing some nice shoes you like or a bag you like. He's gonna get it for you so you can forgive him and forget he even asked you the damn question. You understand? Get your money. Men that try to push your boundaries, remember, they don't see you as a human, just an object. Okay? So you're being literally treated as an object. He doesn't see you as human. Do you understand? So you don't treat him like he's human. Treat him like an ATM until he starts treating you like a human. Then treat him like a wallet. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. Men that have money and they like the woman times 10, they're going to do what they need to do to keep her. Because it's cheaper to keep her. They got to let the woman times 10 and see her as a human being first and foremost. If not, it's going to be hard to get stuff out of them unless they're possessive by nature and they don't want no one else to have you because they know you're a catch. So it works on that. See, if a man sees you as an object, he wants to possess you. If he sees you as a human, he can't lose you. He can replace an object, but he can't replace the human. You understand? So they got to like you times 10. It's cheaper to keep her, and they're going to do what they need to do. Objects do cost money, but yeah. But if they see you as a human being and they love and respect you and they like you times 10, they're going to want to keep you around and happy. Because happy wife, happy life, baby. Sprinkle, sprinkle. What if a man asks you about his goals, about your goals and stress and realizes it bills, but he doesn't help you pay them? He's just trying to plan with you how much more you need to work to be able to pay. Bust out your calculator and be like this. This how much more you need to make in order to keep me. All right, since we're doing math over here, I'm gonna do the math for you. If you don't give me this much money and earn this much, continuously make direct deposits, this is how much it's gonna take for you to keep me. This is how much more you need to earn if you want to claim stuff over here. Otherwise, you can go on back to whatever dating app you slithered out of and go get you some women who want some free food. All right? Sprinkle. We're doing math, ma'am. We're doing girl math over here. Okay? What to do if my father provides for me everything? Don't tell nobody. And collect from other guys too that are going to be in your presence. Don't tell nobody. Or if they already know, you can say, well, my father says I'm going to be with a man. He needs to be he needs to do what he does for me. Otherwise, there's no point of being with him. So can you do that? Tell him that. You said it's the first date after 2 years of not seeing him. How much did you charge for the re-entry fee, ma'am? Sprinkle, sprinkle. If I went back before I was married, is there anything I would do differently? Before I was married, what would I do differently? Not much. I was pretty much on the right track, darling. Nothing. Okay. I'm good, baby. I did what I needed to do to get where I needed to go. I wouldn't change a thing. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Alrighty. How to deal with grief. You lost your father at 15. Now you're 21. It's been 6 years and I'm still crying and sad. Maybe like I don't know. I'm a former mortician. You know, I dealt with death like 5 years straight every day. I've become immune and numb to and the understanding and all that kind of stuff. Like I'm very numb, so it's hard for me to relate to someone. Especially, I never lost anybody when I was that young, so I don't know. I couldn't tell you. I never lost anyone when I was that age, and my way of thinking is very different. But condolences to you, and I'm sorry that you're still feeling that way. But my way of thinking is very different. I choose to see the positive in things and move forward rather than to be sad for no reason. I would say, would your dad want you to be sad? No, probably not. Your dad would want you to move on, do better, and live your life. That's what they would want. Okay. Because if you had a child, you would want the same thing. You wouldn't want them sitting over there crying and mourning over you forever. You want them to go out, have experiences, live, and have fun, because that's what life is for. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. I mean, you could think about the good times, but don't sit in sadness too long, baby. It's not good for you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So are none of the girlies rolling around with their men? Not unless that man has all bills paid in direct deposit, if they're smart. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Because they're not beneficial to their lifestyle. Why are they rolling around with them, girl? What's the point? You rolling around to accidentally make a baby to be born into poverty? No. What are you rolling around for? Lifestyle improvements? Home improvements? What you rolling around for? Just to roll around? That's a poor activity, darling. People that only roll around just to roll around, especially women, it's a poor activity. That's what they do when there's no money to go out, when there's no places to join, where there's no trips to take. That's what they do for entertainment. Roll around on a mattress. Okay. Do you have reservations? Are you going somewhere? Are you part of some type of club? Do you go to the gym? Do you have a business to run? Like, a poor activity is always rolling around. If that man don't respect you as a human and only wants to roll around after he's earned your trust financially, that he's going to be able to provide for you and do all the things that he needs to do for you, they shouldn't even feel comfortable rolling around with you unless they're just using you as an object. Do you understand? Do I need to understand what it is? Trying to get clients and biz, do I need confidence? Yes, you do. Act like you already got it. Thank you, Tutsalulu. Thank you for the sprinkle, sprinkle. And thank you, Rita. Okay. If you want people to be confident in your company, you got to be confident in your company. Sprinkle, sprinkle. He stopped paying your bills because he caught you texting other guys, and 2, businesses slow down. Okay. Well, I told y'all to stay 3 steps ahead. You're not supposed to catch you, ma'am. Okay. If y'all going to be doing that, y'all got to be smart with it. That's all. You should have been smart with it, ma'am. You should have had hidden everything, got a whole nother phone, something. Why you got caught? Got to be smarter. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You're not smart, you're going to get caught. You're not being careful, you're going to get caught. Maybe you wanted to get caught. You said you're too dumb to cheat. Well, then you better figure out how to get money from that man instead. Or you better find a hobby. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Or you better start some businesses with his money. You better do something. He directs it back to S. Stop texting, answering him. That I always direct it back to money. Sprinkle, sprinkle. For example, oh my gosh, these shoes that I just saw are so cute. Send them a picture and a link. What do you think? Always directs it back to something you want. Always. Oh my gosh, I just saw this girl, cutest purse on my list now. Love it. You should get it for me. You see? As soon as they start talking about rolling around on the mattress, start talking about shopping. Stuff like, you see how uncomfortable it will get. They have the audacity, so should you. See, men are stupid. They think that you want to roll around on the mattress with them, especially if you met them on a dating app. They think you're on there looking for the same stuff they're looking for. And when you're not, they don't understand that. Then they call you a gold digger because you ain't out there looking to roll around on the mattress with people. Why? Because that's why they're there. And when y'all finally realize that, you're going to wise up and get off of there. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said one phone for business, one for personal. Exactly. Or have the same exact phone with the same background and switch them out. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Y'all real smart. Y'all gonna know how to do this. Okay. Any push and pull methods? Yeah, push him to get you on direct deposit. And pull back when that deposit note come through. You understand? Don't talk to him unless he's got what you need for him to do for you. You know what I'm saying? Don't talk until actions have been taken towards financial things. All right. He don't deserve to be there if he doesn't like you times 10 and do what you need him to do. Understand? It's that simple. He don't deserve to be there in your presence. Now, will men say, you're never going to find a man to do that? Then I don't want the man that's not going to do that. So what's the point? I ain't looking, you looking. You approaching. Thank you, Elliot. Sprinkle, sprinkle. He asked me to plan a date. Where should he take me? To the most expensive place you can find and make reservations for, okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Find a very expensive place and make reservations. You understand? Sprinkle, sprinkle. And tell him he's treating. Say, what can you afford? First of all, bruise that ego a little bit. Talk about, okay, if I'm going to make a plan, what can you afford to spend? Give me a price range. So are we going to Applebee's or can I pick the place? And you're treating, of course. So bring your wallet and make sure you check your bank account if that's what you got to do beforehand. Because depending on how broke he is or how rich he is, he'll find it amusing. Or he'll cancel the date if he's broke. You understand? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Whenever they ask you to plan something, do the most. They want to see how you treat yourself so they know how to treat you. So start high. Thank you, Charla. Thank you for the super sticker, ma'am. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said include shopping. Yeah, make sure wherever you're going is in a shopping center or near some shopping, of course. And make sure it's a lunch date so the shops are still open. Or an early dinner, okay? So if you're going to plan something, make sure it's beneficial to you, ma'am. Okay. Why should you plan the date? Because he asked her to, and she's going to teach him a lesson by planning a very expensive date or a very girly date. You know, whichever one, both. Sometimes they don't know what you like. They want to see how you treat yourself. I'm going hard or going home, baby. You finna spend. Make the reservation under his name and tell him you have a reservation at such and such. Uh-oh. You said lazy, easy, 2 ways to transmute negativity every moment. Girl, you got to just start thinking positive, okay? Replace negative with positive thoughts until it's a habit, until you no longer have them. All you got to do is replace negative thoughts with positive thoughts. Mid-thought, that's literally it. Correct yourself mid-sentence, mid-thought. Correct yourself, correct yourself, correct yourself. Okay? And it'll become a habit, and then it'll become normal and automatic to think positive instead. You just have to do the work. It doesn't take that long. You just got to do it. Be consistent. What are your favorite ways to stay in your feminine? Thank you for your tips. By acting feminine, dressing feminine, and being around feminine women only, allowing men to do things for me in my presence, only doing things that are beneficial to me and my feminine energy. That's how. Okay. All right. Also, I'm not a people pleaser. You got to come please me. Sprinkle, you got to impress me. It's not the other way around. Okay. Thank you, ma'am. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So now that y'all know better, y'all got to go do better. Do it. Do better, do better. It is humid outside. My hair is freezing. I got to do something. My wig is freezing. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay, I missed the second part of your question. Okay, you're trans and you're dealing with lustful, hateful people always. Okay. Oh, okay. I'm so sorry. I didn't read the second part of the question. Okay, well then you need to deal with someone who wants a relationship, not a roll around the mattress. Okay. You need to find someone who's likes you times 10. Same way. They gotta want you times 10. They gotta like you times 10. They got to see you as a human being. Now you see what it feels like to be a woman. You got to be taken seriously as a human being, not an object. Okay, when that man like you times 10, he ain't gonna look like Ken. Write that down. When a man like you times 10, he ain't gonna look like Ken. Stop looking for Ken. Start looking for the beast from Beauty and the Beast. Start looking from Who Did It and Why. Quasimodo. That's who's gonna like you times 10 and gonna treat you like a human being. Someone maybe older, They're not gonna look like Ken. Do you understand? You might look like Barbie, but they're not gonna look like Ken. They might look like Skeletor. You might be Barbie. Okay. They might look like that thing from Tales from the Crypt. You might look like Barbie. Okay. Understand what I'm telling you. Can't go for looks. Go for money and direct deposit. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You want to be taken seriously? You got to take your lifestyle seriously. The lifestyle that you're trying to attract and the lifestyle that you want. Okay. You got to find a man that likes you times 10. That means they like you as a human, not as an object. Okay. The same information. If you're going for looks, that's where you lose, baby. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Mm-hmm. Thank you. I never go for looks. It just harder to be taken seriously. Okay, as a it's harder to be taken seriously as a transgender woman these days, and men are scared to commit to transgender women. That's because they're probably down low. So what you need to do is the older ones, they don't got no problem because they already live life. They probably was already married, was on the down low, and they like, I'm finna live my life. So you need to find an older man who's comfortable and don't care no more. You got to find somebody with one foot in the grave. Look for Tales from the Crypt, girl. Tales from the Crypt. That's what you need because he already lived his life in the closet, out the closet. Probably got some grown kids. Don't care no more. Probably is done and ready to live his best life with whoever. Okay, find somebody with one foot in the grave. They good. They ready. They ready to risk it all. Gotta find somebody older. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. If you don't, what? He got to look like he did. Who did it and why? Yes, he do. You said men are hurt because they can't play you anymore. Well, good for you, ma'am. You win. Sprinkle, sprinkle. And you don't have to waste time with them anymore. You said, what made me release a perfume this year? What do you want? Money? Sprinkle, sprinkle. I like money. I like smelling good. People kept asking me to release a perfume. So I listened to the people and I gave them what they wanted. Perfume. Sure, you need to do a fragrance. I'd buy it. I heard that on every live. So I started listening and I got this money. And I got the perfume. My next goals, I don't know yet. Sometimes they just come to me and I just start doing them. Whatever presents itself to me. And it's profitable. I'll do it. Men expect intimacy by date 2 and 3. When is it right? When you expect bill paid by date 1, 2. When is it right? You understand? If they think it's weird to invest up front, think it's weird for them to want to roll around after 3 or 2 free meals. That's weird too. Would they want their daughters rolling around for 2 free meals out there? I don't think so. Get the investment, get the bill paid. He don't like you as a human. He likes you as an object. Understand the difference. Because he sees his daughter as a human if he has kids, or his future daughter. He sees his future daughter as a human being, not as an object. He sees you as an object if he's trying to roll around on date 3 and 2. You understand? You got to understand what I see you as. Perspective is everything. He don't know you enough to treat you like a human by date 2 and 3. He know enough to treat you like a mattress roller, though. Do you understand what I'm telling you? You got to know who you are and what you're doing. You want him to treat you like a human? Make sure he likes you times 10. That's how you know. That means whatever you need him to do, he's going to do it because he like you that much. He's going to invest in you long term. He's not going to rush you to the mattress because he sees you as a human being. When they try to rush you to the mattress, you're not a human, you're an object. Understand the difference. You want to be rushed to the mattress as an object? That's fine by me. That's how they're going to treat you. And that's how they're going to treat you after an object to discard. Now, a disposable object to discard. If you want them to stick around, you need to pull that money from them and make them invest. They can go roll around with Pygmisha and discard her at any given time. You don't care about that. They'll be right back to spend on you because they're trying to impress you. They like you real. They like you times 10. When you don't understand this, that's when you lose. You're getting treated like a mattress roller or someone that they see as a human being that they want to invest in and want to keep around long term for the future. Which one are you? There's a reason why in marriage, the father gives away the daughter to the man. Because look, this is a human being. This is someone's daughter. This is my daughter. You taking care of her and you are responsible for her now. I'm trusting you with her to treat her like a human being. Okay. If y'all are rolling around on the mattress for 3 free meals, that's what y'all rating yourselves. Okay. We don't do that. I don't care what men expect. You expect them to pay bills on the first day too, don't you? Are they going to do that? Maybe. If they want to remove the financial obstacles to make you feel safe enough to want to be with them long term, because men are natural providers. Do you understand? Otherwise, they're just treating you like a mattress roller. You want to be a mattress roller? You a mattress roller, man? Treat yourself better than that. I don't care what men expect, what you expect. Okay? Why do you live your life based on what they expect? Why do you care if you get to chew food across the table from them a 4th time if all they want to do is mattress roll? Free food 3 times, you won. You got it? They see you as a human, wonderful. Added bonus, they'll start investing. It's the truth. Okay. As you said, I need a cruise to speak from the sea with us. I might do a cruise in the future when my kids are grown. They're almost there, y'all. We almost there. All right. And I'm gonna be on no ratchet cruise line. Y'all gonna have to come money, baby. Money. It's gonna be on a high-end cruise line, not a low-end cruise line. And y'all ain't gonna have enough time to save up. Y'all just got to have it in your account because I need to know y'all are serious. And ain't no crazy broke pygmishas gonna be on there trying to do the most. Okay, so sorry for you. You gotta have the money and you gotta be serious. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. That's in the far future, like a couple of years from now, maybe. But it's not gonna be on no ratchet cruise line. Y'all gonna have to have real money. Or y'all gonna have to have a sugar daddy to gift you on that cruise or something. All right. Your mom is toxic. Oh no. How can you remain unbothered around her? You're marrying and moving in my provider soon. So thank you, Sheila. Moving in with your provider. You said you moving in with your provider and not moving your provider in. I hope that's correct. Okay, well, do what you got to do. Get your bills paid. Your mom will forgive you eventually. If not, she just doesn't want you to outdo her and make it look like she did everything wrong. She'll get over it. If not, oh well, you're supposed to be better than her. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay, that's literally it. You're supposed to be better than her. That's it. She'll figure it out later. If not, oh well, not your problem. Okay. You said we're all here because parents roll it around on the mattress. Exactly. But do you live a good lifestyle as a result of that mattress roll? There's a difference. Do you live a good life based on that mattress roll? It could either be yes or no, or your mama had to put in work to make sure you live in a good life if that man wasn't about it. You know what I'm saying? So either way, are you living a good life based on the mattress roll of your parents? And do you want your future children to benefit from your mattress roll? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay, you said you can't save up. There's a reason. Y'all know there's a reason why I wouldn't do payment plans and stuff like that. All right. There's a reason why I ain't doing no payment plans. Y'all know the reason. Come on now. Sprinkle, sprinkle. It's not to exclude people, it's to exclude certain people that don't know how to act and who will act a fool on purpose. Do you understand? People that ain't got nothing to lose. It's to exclude people that don't have nothing to lose. It's to exclude crazies, cuckoos, and people that have nothing to lose. You understand? People with money, they got too much to lose. They're not going to act a fool. They're going to have respect for themselves and so on and so forth. Your mom keep calling you ugly and lazy. You hurt. Okay, well, do you believe her? Because if you're not and you look good, she knows she's lying. So you like, why is she lying like that? Do you understand? If it's not true, why do you believe it? If it is true, maybe you need to do something about it. You know what I'm saying? Because if it ain't true, why do you believe her? That's my question. Because I ain't believing stuff that ain't true. Marrying your provider this summer, everyone says thank you, Shira. Unfortunately, I am still living with a toxic mother after we marry. How do I maintain control over your emotions over her? Girl, just think about the future. Okay. Understand why she's doing what she's doing. She mad because she ain't do it right. And she's mad because you're outdoing her. Okay. It's like, I'm so sorry that you feel that way. Thank you for sharing that with me. I'll take that into consideration. You have to be the bigger person because you've outgrown her and she's mad about it. You've outgrown and you've surpassed her and she's upset because she's supposed to be the mama and she was a bad example and you fixed the family curse or the generation of whatever pygmisha stuff that she didn't put out. You fixed it. Okay. You're going to be the one in the family that moved to the next level and got them out of whatever situation your mama got you in, even if it's toxicity. And be sure you're going to be a better mother than she is. So just forgive her and be like, you know what? I'm sorry you feel that way. Thank you for sharing that with me. Act like basically you can keep talking, but I ain't listening. That's basically what you're telling her. You said stay busy outside. Exactly, girl. Stay busy. Have witnesses. Bring people with you. And she knows she ain't going to act a fool in front of other people, right? Be on the phone, on speaker with grandma or whoever that she doesn't want to sound stupid in front of. Keep them on speakerphone. Have your little backup plan. So, for example, your mom just doesn't want to seem like she did it wrong. That's it. Some people don't realize that their children are going to surpass them as they should. They can't come to that realization. It's their ego. So just forgive her and say, you know what? Thank you for sharing that with me. I love when you tell me how you feel. Doesn't mean they're right. Doesn't mean they're wrong. It just means thank you for expressing your emotions to me. I don't really care. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. Some mothers have never learned to control their emotions either. And so they've never mastered their own emotions. So you got to master yours and be the example since they couldn't be the example to you. Do you understand? That's all you got to do. Next. Thank you for sharing that with me. I'm so glad that you feel comfortable enough to say that to me. Basically, start treating them like a child, and they'll realize how stupid they sound. And if they want to feel like some type of mother again, they'll start giving you beneficial advice instead of being upset. Have a great day. Thank you, Craig. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Appreciate you. That's so nice. Thank you. Mm-hmm. You got to use different words or space out the spelling of the words sometimes because there's words that aren't allowed in the chat. Okay, how much must he invest by date? How much do you think he should be investing, ma'am? What does he want? What do you want? Does he like you times 10? Because he'll be trying to invest the most if he likes you times 10. He'll be trying to impress you the most if he likes you times 10. He makes sure you ain't going nowhere if he likes you times 10. So how much does he like you? Okay. How much do he like you, girl? Oh, someone says your mom may be misogynistic. Okay, well, if she's fighting on the wrong team, then that's not your problem. She might be brainwashed herself and don't even realize it. Just send her my videos, girls. Send her my videos. What activities to keep yourself busy with level up? Okay, anything that requires self-care and for you to be around rich people. Okay. Anything that requires self-care or for you to be around rich people. Some women are, will invite you to their house for, different types of events, parties. They have like accessory parties, manicure pedi parties. They got like injector parties. Whatever, girl. They be selling stuff, getting services. They'll invite you all to their house, mingle with the ladies, get connections, join a pickleball club, join a country club, join a tennis club, join a gym on the rich side of town, hang out at a nice restaurant bar, make friends where the rich people are, and then you'll get invites and introduced to new people. Okay. That just get in there. Oh, Cookie Z, Sprinkle Sprinkle, your baby mama is trolling you on social media. Oh my goodness. Because her guy has been obsessed and sends money. Huh? I'm staying unbothered, detached, and paid. She was paying bill. Okay, so you're a man, and you said your baby mama is trolling you because her guy has been obsessed and sends money. I understand this question. Are you a man or a woman? It's hard to tell these days. Okay, anyway, I can't tell what's happening over there. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Um, oh, you're a girl. Okay, you have a baby mama and you're a girl? How did you do that, ma'am? Congratulations then, I guess. Is you on child support? Her man's baby mama? Okay, let me reread this because A baby mama. I'm so sorry. I read that incorrect. I should say your baby mama. A baby mama is trolling you on social media because her guy has been upset and sends money. I am staying unbothered, detached, and paid. She was paying bills. Oh Lord, Pygmisha after you, girl. Well, that's sometimes that will happen when a Pygmisha is a Pygmisha. She got to deal with the other chick that she was saving up for and build it on the other girl's back the whole time. Just tell her, you know what? I'm gonna put you on game. Here goes Shira 7. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Send her my video with this emoji. Send her my video with this emoji. Find the one that says, "Are you Barbara the Builder?" Just go on my videos and type in Barbara the Builder. And them videos should pop up with Barbara the Builder in the title. And just send her this emoji with the video. Okay? Maybe she'll learn and get up out of there and never repeat again. Sometimes you're going to help her by sending her my video. Send her my book. I don't know. Send her my book link and my videos. That's the only thing you can do for her. There ain't nothing you can do but point her in the correct direction. Sprinkle, sprinkle. What should I do? He decided he's my boyfriend. Hopefully he doesn't think he's getting something physical from me. If he decided he's your boyfriend, then he liked them bills too. So hand him them bills. Say, here go boyfriend. Here go some bills. Boyfriend. Keep calling him boyfriend when you're sending him bills and links. Hey boyfriend, do you want to buy this for me? Hey boyfriend, you want to pay my bills? Boyfriend, you want to do this? Boyfriend, do you want to do that? Nope. Then you're going to stop calling him boyfriend pretty soon if he can't do that. You understand? Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said there's no providers in Germany. They are stingy. That's because y'all are too generous as women. Okay? When y'all start being stingy as women, they're going to start being generous because they ain't going to have no choice. Okay? You have to get the collective of women over there to start acting right and stop being pygmies over there. You understand? Because y'all are the ones that create the culture and the society. Men just follow behind and do what you need them to do. Stop splitting bills. Start talking about it. Educate other women about it and how they don't have to do it. Or date an older man who will definitely be happy to have you in their life and pay all the bills. It's up to y'all. It's not up to the men. The men are just going to wake up one day and say, I think I want to pay for women and not get no 50-50. Even though I can get it for free. They're not going to wake up and do that. You're going to wake them up by cutting them off. Do you understand? Sprinkle, sprinkle. It doesn't work that way. You are in charge. Women are in charge. The men are just going to do what they need to do to get some. If they got to pay bills, that's what they're going to do. If they got to spend, that's what they're going to do. If it's free, they ain't going to do it. If it's free, they're going to keep getting it free. Do you understand? So, y'all got to come with it as a collective. That means somebody need to get on there and be the German Shira 7 and start talking to whatever language y'all be talking in and get to getting this money. All right? Say it in German or whatever language, Dutch, whatever y'all be speaking over there. Get this money in your language and pass the word, baby. Write a book. Do what I did. Okay? Stop taking it. Start dishing it. Okay. Be the one that changes things. Okay. Michael Jackson said, if you want to make a change, take a look at yourself and make that change. You got to change your mindset and change other women's mindset. Then they'll change the men's mindset and then you get the money. Someone says date foreigner with money. Okay. You said what? From the first time you meet a man in whatever European country that men are cheap in, start asking them about their money. and ask them if they like to pay on dates. Otherwise, you don't like them. Period. Just start there. Start somewhere. It's like, do you make good money? Ooh, wow, impressive. Do you pay on dates? You pay the whole thing? Wow, I'm impressed. Just the kind of man I like. Start somewhere. Start making reels and TikToks talking about I like a man that spends. Be about it. Be a gold digger openly and honestly. And be cute with it. You can't be ugly, but you gotta look good. Okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. What if he leaves you and still want to deal with the baby? Then put him on child support and deal with another man that has money for you as well. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay? Your goal is not the man, it's always his money. Right? If you want the man, you're the pygmy. Why? Because let me tell you something. If you risked getting pregnant by rolling around on the mattress with a man you're not married to, you agreed to part of that whole baby mama situation. You knew eventually he might not want you no more, and that was the risk, that he could easily walk away. The government has this thing in place called child support. If you don't put him on there, that's your fault. They also have this thing called moving on and moving forward in life, and you can go get you another one. Okay? When he got the baby on the weekend, you go out and do your thing. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Is it okay to tell your boyfriend, like in a regular conversation, that I don't like the 50-50 stuff and I like providers? I wouldn't be calling him my boyfriend if he wasn't a provider. Do you understand? You already agreed to the 50-50 stuff, unless y'all haven't gotten to that point yet to where anyone is paying for anything. So in my opinion, you need to tell him what he needs to do. It's like, you know what? You need to become a provider. You're paying. Just joke around. Oh, you're paying. Yeah, you're the man. Yeah, you got to pay. You're the man, remember? I'm not paying no more. Shoot. I feel used. I'm a lady. Start using your gender as an excuse. I'm a lady. I don't care. I don't pay. Or you don't want to be with me no more? I'm not your roommate. I don't split nothing, baby. If he wants you, he'll pay. He'll pay for dates. He ain't gonna ask you to go no 50-50, man, if he wants you. If he sees you as a Barbara the Builder to build on your back, to save his money, to level himself up, he's not gonna pay. If he likes you times 10 and sees you as a human being and as his woman, he's gonna pay. Okay, some of y'all are afraid to see if that's the truth or not. So you gotta let him know. Look, you got it. If you're living together and he's doing 50-50, tell him he got 1 or 2 months to get it all, or else it's over. I need you to be a provider. I can't do this 50-50 stuff no more. I don't respect you and you don't turn me on unless you're gonna be a full provider. You got 2 months notice to get your money up, what you can do. He probably got enough money to pay for the household bills. You probably just paying him to stay with you. Sometimes you need to figure out what y'all are doing. Mm-hmm. I'm just a girl. Exactly, girl. Get your money. You said, how can you get to the rich side of town if you 2 hours away? Okay, what do you want in life? Do you want to live 2 hours away from the rich side of town? Or do you need to make plans to move closer? Or, you know what I'm saying? Why do you think religion pushes women to be weak? Because it's created by men to control. Okay. If you can reverse it and make it work in your favor, then by all means do it. Religion is man-made, not woman-made. No woman woke up one day and said, I need to make religion. That's done. All right, sprinkle, sprinkle. We were the religion. We are the religion still. Life comes through us, period. If anybody else wants to emulate that and put a male spin on it, that's what religion is. Most religions, anyway. Not all, but most. You said religion is for the poor and uneducated or for the rich to get richer. Exactly, because that's what I would use it for, to get richer. Okay. You said every religion expects the man to provide. Use that. That's right. Use it against them, ma'am. Get your money. Okay. If it's not beneficial, it's not beneficial. If it is, it is. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. You said religion? No. Look at Hildalga Garanda. I don't know, whoever, I can't pronounce it. A woman who built many monasteries and an iconic figure. Look it up. Okay. Yeah. She used religions to make her an icon. Fabulous. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I have no problem with a woman using religions to make herself iconic. All right. Thank you, Grand Duchess Chelsea Sprinkle Sprinkle. Appreciate you, girl. Hi. How are you? Okay, okay. So there's no real karma? Not if you don't believe in it, man. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Like they want us to give ourselves so then that we may have some benefits. Yeah. No, they need to give benefits first, darling. Is someone going to let you move into a house without a down payment or credit? No. Y'all are dumb in relationships, but smart with everything else. Everything else requires an investment or a down payment or something, except for you, the most powerful thing on the planet to bring life to the planet. You're not supposed to get nothing. But a mortgage company can get something, a dealership can get something. A man can get 3 free dates and to be seen out with you in public and then want you to roll around on the mattress with them for 3 free meals. What do you get, ma'am? Where does your worth come in? Where's your value? You create your own value. Do you understand? Sprinkle, sprinkle. No, everything else requires the money, the down payment, and the investment. Everything. Don't do it. You can't even rent a car without a $200 deposit, ma'am. You can't even rent a cheap car with windows that rattle to drive 2 hours out of town for less than $200. You telling me you worth less than that? Do you understand? You can't even make a reservation at certain places unless you put $25 down to save your spot. Everybody wants an investment. Everybody. Why are you any different? Sprinkle. Even the church wants your tithes and offerings, ma'am. That's why they pass that collection plate 3 and 4 times during each service. Because they got their money too. But no, Misha over here doing everything for free, giving everything up for free, while the church is charging. Somebody don't know their value. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Even the IRS want their money, girl. The church want their money. IRS want their money. Car dealership want their money. Mortgage company want their money. The toll want their money. before you can pass through. And then if not, they're gonna bill you. Hi, Shira. Do you use the spray oil pheromones? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Girl, yeah, girl. What's your name? The millionaire shabby. Yeah, I use whole cosmetics, baby. The pheromones here. Y'all can use my code Shira. I think the link is in the description bar. But yeah, wholecosmetics.com. I think they have different sizes. This is the big mama size. Impress him. Yeah. This will keep him very attracted and interested. Okay. Should we be cheating if we got married if he start acting up, or is that risky? Well, if you're smart, you're not going to let him know. He's not going to find out, and you're going to be cheating with a man who makes more money and giving you more money. Okay. If you're going to do it right, do it right. Because if you do get caught, you have been building something with the other dude's money, if not his money. You know what I'm saying? And is it going to be worth to lose the marriage over if you do get caught? If not, then who cares? If it, it depends on why you're doing it. So understand, first of all, you understand why you're doing it and how to stay 2 and 3 steps ahead. Okay. And reaching your goal. Okay. Help you, Barbara, to build him just through validation. Huh? Okay. So you're building up his ego and his confidence so he can talk to other women. Is that what you're saying? You shouldn't be doing that unless it's beneficial to you financially. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Is the spray or the oil better? I like spray because I can just spray it on right before I go in anywhere. I prefer the spray because I don't want it to get on my clothes. The oil is probably more concentrated, but if you got a lot of it, you could spray, you can keep spraying. Or you can do both, layer it. I like spray because it looks like a perfume, I think I have like some other bottles that you can, they have different sizes. They have travel size, regular size, and then they got sample sizes, which are like the small, and they come in like a discovery pack. Or you can get Big Mama over there. So I definitely feel like I like the sprays because it's easier to put on. It's not going to get on your clothes. Some people like the oils, so I don't know. I like sprays. All right, what are y'all talking about? You're sprinkle. Get this money, girl. How to be strict with standards. What do you want? What do you deserve? Your standards are your standards. That's it. You don't bend them because if you do, you're going to start attracting something you don't want. Do you understand? Think of yourself as a club. You got a dress code. If you start bending that dress code, guess what's going to start coming in? Understand? No. You keep your standards high. You don't lower them. The dress code is the dress code, baby. That's it. Valet parking only. Okay? There's some places you can't even go unless you valet park. They ain't got nothing else. There's some places that you go and they have a strict dress code. You can't get in. They don't care. Do you understand? No. You said men can sniff out low standards. Exactly. And they will try to test your boundaries and they will try to lower your standards. And when they see that they can't, either they come correct or they leave. That's it. Okay. They can't get in, baby. Dress code enforced. Valet parking enforced. You can't get in, you can't get in. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Exclusivity, darling. Exclusivity. So don't let the restaurant have more standards than you. Exactly. Zuzu. Don't let that restaurant outdo you, ma'am. You a person. You have higher standards. You're a goddess. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Don't do it, ma'am. Remember, everything is a negotiation. And if you lose, you're stupid. If you win, wonderful. If a man wants you to win, he's going to let you win that negotiation. If he wants to win because you're an object and a possession, he's going to win that negotiation. Who are you? He must let you win and you must win. When he brings up a long-term future together, is it better to stay a bit mysterious or open up about it? Don't ever open up about no future unless there's some future money in your hand in the present. Did he give you some money? Is he talking about paying bills? Then send him the bill links. We don't talk about the future. We talk about the present. We don't live in the future. We live in the present. There is no future without the present. What he doing now? Where's his actions doing right now? What is his action doing now? I don't care about no future faker. Put the money in my hand. Okay, show me the receipt. Give me the tracking number. What are we talking about? I'm not telling you nothing unless you bout something. Okay? We're not finna live in the future so that you can future fake. He's future faking you. You need to live in the present and talk about what's presently due. Them bills. Okay? That car note, that insurance, Aunt Ethel's mortgage, whatever you come up with. Okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. We don't listen to future fakers. We listen to action takers. Okay? There ain't nothing worse than a future faker. You know why? Because they tell that to everybody. Anybody who'll listen. Do you really want to waste your time and energy? Now, start sending him links and stuff while he's talking and future faking you. Send him a link right then and there. Be like, oh, what's this? What is this? Bill due? What is this? A pair of shoes? Well, you said you was going to take me shopping and take care of me, so I'm just giving you the means to do it right now. Put your money where your mouth is, sir. Can't do it? Then stop talking. What are we going to talk about? The weather now? What do you predict about the future of the weather since you want a future fake? Is it going to rain? Okay, why don't you predict this weather instead? Because you ain't predicting nothing if you can't do it today, baby. If it's not in your account right now, you ain't about it. If you can't do it right now, you're not impressive. Actions only impress me. Future fake, oh, you could talk about the weather. That's about it. Small talk, baby. Don't believe a word you say. Been there, done that. And then they'll be like, oh, you're better. Oh, no, I'm just intelligent. But if you want me to fake and be dumb, I think it's a little bit too late for that. You've already taken the dumb role. You already thought I was dumb. That didn't work. So what we doing? Bruise that ego a bit. Weather faking, girl. Yeah, tell him to predict the weather. He could do something about the present though. He can send that money, pay that bill, buy them shoes. Here go the link. Screenshot the receipt and tracking. Thanks. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Have your little P.O. box if you don't want them to know where you live. That's why you send the packages. A little locker or whatever. Praising a brighter man up in front of all of our relatives and friends attracted jealousy. Now I'm alone without friend. Girl, you don't need them, girl. You need his money. They mad because they did it wrong. They mad because they did it wrong. They just mad because you outdid them, girl. Congratulations. You done broke the family dust curse. Sprinkle, sprinkle, and the pygmy curse all in one conversation. I would be real petty with it. I would send out a family notice, email, letter, or whatever, and I would be like, since I'm the one that had to break the family curse of being a pygmy and a dusty, I am here. I'm going to, I deem myself the spokesperson for the new generation. Girl. Then send them my books. Okay. Everybody get this for Christmas, baby. All right. Y'all can help me because I helped y'all. Just go ahead and send them these books as Christmas gifts or send them the links. Okay. You see this? Sprinkle, how to data provider and avoid a dusty. And also Too Pretty to Pay Bills. Please send these books to them. Please. Tell them they too could do better. They can learn why you did if they want to research it. They can't get their mind around it. They don't know what happened. This is what happened, baby. You found me, and maybe they need to find me too, okay? See? Tell them to come find me on YouTube or on Amazon and buy my books because you didn't send them the book. Send them the link at least, okay? So they understand. They have a proper understanding of what's happening, darling. Okay? They know what literature led you to such wonderful, life. Sprinkle. Girl, go ahead and give them the gift of literature. Send them all this for Christmas on your provider, man. Okay? Sprinkle. Be petty with it, girl, and give me some money. Okay? Boost my book sales. Thank you. Appreciate you. All right. Links are in the description, or you can just find them on Amazon or type in Shira space and then name 7. Shira. The gift of self-respect. Yes. Get that money, girl. What? Send out a family email with the links, or I'll gift them my books. That will be super petty, but effective. Okay. Sprinkle. You said, thank you for writing those books. I need to get them for your collection. You sure do, girl. Put them on your list, ma'am. Put them on your list. All right, y'all. I got to take a quick break, but I need to leave y'all with something else. Let's see. What is this? Confidence is also key. Remember who you are and your everyday work on being attractive and attracting the things that you want in life. Okay. Everyday work on it. It's an everyday thing. You don't ever stop. You just keep on doing it. Okay. You never stop attracting what you want. You just keep on doing it. Become obsessed with yourself. Become obsessed with a lifestyle that you desire. Become obsessed with getting there. Become obsessed with whatever it is that you're doing, whatever you're passionate about. Become obsessed with it. Because when you think about something and you become obsessed with something, that's what you're going to start to see in your life. That's what's going to start to attract. Okay. So make sure you're thinking good thoughts and don't talk down to yourself, because that's the worst thing you can ever do. Some of y'all have been talked down to by your parents, by your exes, by whoever, siblings, fake friends. If it's not making money, it don't make sense. So don't even listen to it. Throw it out the window. You have to understand this. Learn what's beneficial to you and what's not. And if it's not beneficial, throw it out. Those negative thoughts and all that stuff that's floating around in your head is the equivalent to ugly clothes that don't do nothing for you. Throw them out. Get rid of them. Okay. Go in your closet, and every time you find a piece of clothing that's not flattering, that you won't wear, that doesn't make you feel good, attach a negative thought to it and give it away. Okay. Because a lot of y'all are holding on to these negative thoughts like y'all are holding on to them leggings and t-shirts. Okay. So y'all got to remember this. So every day get up and dress to attract, whether it's money, whether it's opportunity, whether it's a man with some money, whatever it is. Okay. Okay. Do better. Sprinkle. Okay, so I forgot to do this in the beginning, but I got some more gifts from you guys for my birthday from my Amazon wish list. So thank you so much. Someone sent me Angel Shea by Killis. Let me see who it was. The perfume. Thank you, Kizzy May. Sprinkle. Thank you, ma'am. Appreciate you, ma'am. Love this perfume. And also someone sent me a book. I lost the little the receipt that had the gift stuff on it. So whoever sent me this, thank you so much. I love it. And also, I think someone sent me a blanket, maybe. That was on my wish list. I'm not sure who it was, but I appreciate you, girl. All right. Thank you. All right. Was that you, Grand Duchess? Thank you, ma'am. Whoever that was for. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Let me read what y'all were talking about. Yeah, don't talk down about yourself. Look, if you don't want nobody else talking trash about you, don't talk trash about yourself. If you don't want someone talking negative about you, don't talk negative about yourself. In fact, when you talk more positive about yourself, more people will start talking positive about you or to you. Okay, more. Remember that. So replace all those negative thoughts and negative things that you say into positive. And that's it. Okay, that's what you're going to get. Positive. Shira, I am so confident now. I know people can feel it, but you now feel like you're scaring men away during dates because of it. They know I'm too smart now. Well, then you got to play dumb and still stay confident. Like, you know, you're the prize, but you're stupid, and let them figure out how to get you your money. You know what I'm saying? So if you're too smart on dates, it's because you're not understanding the goal is to get the money. Now, in the beginning, you're going to be very protective of yourself. You're going to have confidence. Once you master that, and you're going to scare a lot of people away, right? But once you master that, you're going to know when to use it and when not to use it. You're going to know when to play stupid and dumb and when to say what you need to say to shoo certain types of men away who are treating you like an object. Okay? You're going to know which men deserves the dumb treatment and which one deserves to get out of my face treatment. Okay, so it's something that you're going to develop. Ask a lot of women who are doing this now. You're going to know who to be done with and who to get out of your face quick. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay, Marcely. Okay, you're 18, petite, slim, light-skinned, Caribbean black from the UK, scared to look foolish, going to bars alone, attract rich men, mainly white. Okay, well, who are you supposed to go with? A bunch of women that's your competition, or that's going to get in the way of the man's confidence because of fear of rejection in front of people? No, go by yourself, man. Instead of going to bars, go to restaurant bars. Okay, restaurant bars, nice restaurant bars in the rich area. It's okay if you go by yourself. Okay, go for lunch. It's not strange that a woman will go to lunch by herself. Do you understand? If you can't go to lunch, go to brunch. Go early in the morning, go to breakfast. Dilly-dally around the rich parts, okay? It's okay to be alone. You get approached faster when you're alone, okay? It's just okay, okay? Just practicing until you get used to it. Baby steps to creating own value examples. Treating yourself like you want others to treat you, okay? Spoil yourself. Do extra things for yourself. Make yourself a priority. Talk positive to yourself. Don't talk down about yourself in front of anybody. Okay? Treat yourself nice. You teach others how to treat you by how you treat yourself. Get or stay 2 weeks, didn't clean advice. Start charging them rent. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Give them an invoice. Start charging them for food. Stop feeding them. Give them a bus schedule, or give them a plane schedule, a ticket schedule. I don't know. However they got there, tell them how to get back to where they came from. Tell them you got another friend coming to stay and they need the space. Lie. Tell them your mama coming. Aunt Ethel's on the way. Do something. You got to go. Aunt Ethel coming. Okay? You got to go. Mama's coming. Tell them they got to go. They got to be out of here in 2 days. 1 day. Give them 1 day. They got to go. That ain't your problem. And they can never come back. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Not to stay anyway. Next. Why do y'all let people stay up in your house that long anyway? They got 3 days tops. They gotta go. You ever heard of someone wearing out their welcome? Okay, when y'all, I don't know if you have a guest room, but you need to make that room as uncomfortable as possible. Okay? And get you an Annabelle doll and put it in there too. Okay? That's gonna help. All right. Wonderful. Sprinkle, sprinkle. When they start staying too long, start making sounds at night. Get your cell phone, start playing it outside the door, hide the phone in the room, get your little hidden speaker, put it on Bluetooth, put it under their bed. Get out. Okay? Put an Annabelle doll outside their door. They'll know, they'll get out. They'll figure it out. Do the hidden speaker under the bed. That works every time. Or put it up inside the mattress, like where they can't find it. Tape it to under the mattress in the corner. Tell them your house haunted. Yeah, exactly. Someone said play negative frequency sounds on the speaker. Oh god, yeah, you gotta get them out of there. Or start becoming super religious. That gets it every time. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said he left, but now have a sour feeling. Who got the sour feeling? You need to have a money feeling. You said they know you won't say nothing. That's why they're still there. Girl, you got to start charging rent, charging for food, or make the house seem haunted and get them out. Bust the Ouija board out in front of them. They'll leave if they scary. You know, I kept feeling a presence. Have you been hearing stuff at night? Let me bust this Ouija board out. Girl, they'll leave today. Then watch the movie Ouija. That should do it. Okay, let me tell you how to. There are these videos that you can find on YouTube. It's silent, and then like every couple of minutes, there's like a weird sound, so it doesn't seem like it's just all playing weird music. There's these videos that you can get on YouTube, and like every 5 minutes or every 10 minutes, it'll have a weird noise or something, a whisper. Okay, it's not continuous. It's like silence, and then every once in a while, so it's just very random. And they're like 2-3 hours long. Okay, so that's what you need to get on a hidden speaker. It's for like haunted houses and stuff. But your house is now the haunted house, so you can get them out. Okay, so just find them on YouTube, baby. Where would you recommend shopping to start your wardrobe? You're 32. You want to get away from fast fashion. I would say do things that you like. I would say go more feminine, more dresses, more flowy things, more lighter colors, or like more classy or classic pieces, like for a capsule wardrobe, and then like for pops of color, do something fun sometimes, but you need to have like some type of elegance and style to whatever you're doing. Okay. I feel like most stores have fast fashion now, unless you're going to shop brands, and most of those brands are higher end fast fashion. So it just depends on what type of clothes you're looking for. You know, you might have to go to the department store to get real clothes. And if you go to a nice department store like Neiman, Saks, or Nordstrom, and you got money, then get you a little. Some of the salespeople are actually stylists, and they can help you put together outfits for your age, your body type, whatever, whatever. Or you can like they have these things online where you can get a style coach that will help you as well. Because I am not a style coach. I just wear what I want. But I know leggings and t-shirts ain't it. But I've already done what I needed to do in life, and I'm just kind of living my best life. But I would definitely recommend hiring a style coach to help you out because I am not. Okay, they could probably do better than I could, but definitely go to a department store and they're free. And say, you know what? Tell them what you want to do. And if you got some money to spend, they're going to help you. You said Aritzia has a styling coach too. Yeah. And you don't even have to buy nothing. Just tell them, let them show you how to put stuff together and then go elsewhere. If that's not where you want to shop. Or use Pinterest. Find outfits, classy outfits on Pinterest, whatever you're trying to do for your age. Is it okay to be a little trendy at 32? You're young. It depends on what type of man you're trying to attract. Like I said, you can dress for you, or you can dress to attract, or you can dress for you on the weekends, and you can dress to attract when you're freestyling. Have different outfits for different things and different activities. Okay. You can't dress for yourself all the time because you're not trying to attract yourself. Okay. That's why sometimes when y'all start dressing for yourself, you start attracting compliments from women. So you need to understand what you're trying to do. If you're dressing for yourself, then dress for yourself. Have two different outfits for two different situations. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said freestyle at Nordstrom. Exactly, girl. Go to the department stores, get yourself styled, understand what you need to buy. You don't have to buy the clothes there. Maybe you can buy one piece and maybe you have the rest in your closet already. Or maybe you can get them later, or maybe you can go thrift them if you're on a budget. If you're not on a budget, then have fun. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. You need older men to approach me, not these young guys. Okay, well then you got to dress leveled up for an older man. You got to dress for the older man to be attracted to you. You're going to look more covered up, less trendy, more respectable. You said how to look over infidelity from a provider through the windshield of your new vehicle that he buys you. Okay, that's how you look through the windshield of the new vehicle he has purchased you. That's how. Like this, baby. Ooh, what's on the radio? I'm saying like that, baby, in your new car. Do you speak to them or them you when freestyle? They speak to you, baby. You are attracting, you're not chasing. If they sit next to you and they'll be like, oh, is this seat taken? It's like, oh no, sure, you can sit there. I don't mind. That's their way of speaking to you. Then continue to enjoy your whatever. And they'll be like, so what's your name? Da, da, da. They'll start talking to you first if you're attractive. If you ugly, then I can sit next to you. Okay. They will speak to you first. Men are aggressors. They will speak to you first. Masculine men will speak to you first. Men that like you will speak to you first. You don't talk to them. You attract. You don't chase. Okay. That's the first rule. If you have to talk to them, they're not the one. They don't like you. They're not masculine enough. You're not their type. Done. Okay. Never talk to them first. They always need to come after you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Mm-hmm. What do you think about blocking your partner on everything and moving on after he gives you the silent treatment for a day instead of communicating? I realize he's not doing enough. It means that you like him way more than he likes you, and he never had to do enough in the first place, and you accepted him as he was, and it seems like it's your fault for not understanding that in the beginning. So I'm going to tell you, you're mad at yourself. You're not mad at him. You know he was broke when you got with him. You know he wasn't doing enough when you got with him. You thought you could change him. He did not change. Did he do enough in the beginning? Did he do more in the beginning? Did you make him continue to earn throughout the relationship? Because you got to start all over. As soon as they do something nice, it starts over. It's never done. So I'm not doing none of that. I'm just expecting more in return, or you're going to add some to the roster, baby. Okay. Use your free time and your quiet time to talk to somebody else. You grow up too serious, 25, but you feel 70. Well, then you need to date somebody 70 and get this money. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. What about men that spends hundreds on dinner but expects me to text them for follow-up invites? Send a group text and see who answers first. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Don't let them know they part of the group text, though. Send a group text about you need something. See who answers first and gives you the money first, or gives you the gift first. Okay. If he needs you to text you on the follow-up invites, then he's the woman, ma'am. Or he don't got time because he's texting too many other women. He don't remember you. You just wanted a mini. Did you meet him online? Next. Text him your cash app. What do you do when you like them too much? How do you like them less? By liking more men at the same time. By liking 3 of them. By going out with 3 of them. By having 3 men spend on you. See which one likes you the best. How about you be the one in charge for a while and the one that is the prize? See who likes you the most. See who responds faster. See who does the most for you. Date other men. Stop looking at one and liking them more than they like you. That's called being a pick-me-sha. Don't do it. Okay, so start dating 3 other guys or 2 other guys and see which one likes you more. It's going to spend more, going to do more. Maybe you'll like him a little less when you see if a man likes you a little bit more. You understand? You're going to be like, why he don't do this for me? Why this other one like me more? Maybe I should like him a little bit. You know? You're going to understand because you're doing too much and you're too available to that man. He doesn't appreciate you and you like him too much and he doesn't like you the same. He's supposed to like you more, man. Way more than you like him. Otherwise, it's an imbalance. You said, what about not giving an F about these men? I get bored fast. Then you need to have a good roster. Free food Freddy, bill paying Bob, shopping Sam. When they fall off, you're still getting what you want. Sprinkle, sprinkle. When they fall off, replace them. Okay. Don't be afraid to lose them. They ain't afraid to lose you if they're not doing the most. So why should you care? You can replace them. Especially when they're older and they have to pay to even get entertained on the phone. They got to pay just to even talk to you. They got to pay just to ask you out. They got to pay a bill. They got to gift you. They got to do something if they're all over a certain age because you're not going to be dealing with them otherwise. So figure it out. What do you do if your man doesn't want to provide anything other than basic necessities like groceries and rent and restaurants? Then get you another one. Okay. If you want more out of life and he's not enough, tell him. If he doesn't do what you need him to do, find somebody that can, add him to the roster. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay, so what if you were in a relationship and a man said, thank you for cooking and cleaning, or thank you for being my girlfriend or wife and being a good mother. But can you do a little bit extra, like look good when you leave the house with me? Can you put on a little makeup? Can you do your hair? Can you put on them dresses and heels? Okay. If you can do that, he can do something for you. You know what I mean? Otherwise, you're just his maid. Okay. If you can do extra, if you can look good, he can look good on paper for you. He can look good in your bank account for you. Okay. I'm just saying the basics, anybody can do that, man. That's the bare minimum. You're not supposed to even say thank you for the basics. You're just supposed to be grateful that you have a man that can afford the basics. You know what I mean? Because you can do that for yourself, girl. That's nothing impressive. You want if he wants you to be impressed, he got to do more. So this is what you do. You get on the phone with your fake friend or whoever you can pretend you're talking to and be like, girl, he did what? He took you where? He bought you what? He put what in your account? Oh my gosh. What are you doing with that money? It's so nice. Oh my gosh. Girl, you don't ever let him go. You found a good one. Yeah, you found a real one. Insinuating your man ain't a good one or a real one. You just got what you got and you're not even happy about it, but you happy for your friend about it now. Now your friend man is looking better than your man, and he's the bare minimum. You ain't bragging back about what yours is doing because he ain't doing nothing. Oh, girl, and then she's gonna pretend to ask about him. Oh, he ain't doing nothing but watching TV. Yeah, same old, same old, same old, same old. Yeah, girl. I know, right? But anyway, so what are you gonna do? What are you gonna wear? I'm so excited. Really? Wow. He's gonna surprise you, I know. Oh, nothing. Not nothing. Probably just nothing. Same thing I always do every weekend. Nothing. Make him seem like he's trash and he ain't doing nothing, and your friend is living her best life, and you're living vicariously through her, and you can't brag on your man because he's same old, nothing, nothing. Understand? That's what you do that's what you do in his face. Let him know. Bare minimum, nothing type of man. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. And if that don't work, make plans to go out with your fake friend and get dressed up. Oh, I'm going out with such and such. Such a yeah, she got a new man and he's taking us all out to eat. He said, bring your friend. You want to meet her bestie. Oh, he said it's on him to dress up. He got reservations somewhere. I don't know, someplace fancy. Then go hang out by yourself if you don't really have someone to go out with. Okay. Make it work for you, ma'am. Fake the conversation. Get out of the house. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Maybe he'll put in some efforts. What if you lazy and can't be bothered to go out? Apps seem convenient. Okay, well then you're convenient. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Do you really want to be convenient? Do you really want what's convenient? And do you want to be convenient as well? Because that's what the men are saying. They're too lazy to get up, shower, brush their teeth, put on deodorant. They're just going to scroll on an app in their boxers on their couch, scratching because you're convenient as well. Do you understand the type of man you're attracting? What you're looking for on them apps, girl? Laziness, bare minimumness, no effortness. Okay, that's what you're giving. That's what you're gonna get. Shira, how do we know if he likes us times 10 when he's spending? When he sees you as a human being and he's spending money on you. Everything you come up with, he got the answer to financially and otherwise. Okay. You drop your favorite bottle of perfume, he's buying your love potion number 7 because that's on your list that you sent him. You understand? He likes you times 10. He don't want you to be without. He don't want you to be sad. You fake like you lost a diamond earring. You got a new pair of earrings next day, next week. He just surprised you. Okay. You act like you want to learn how to do something. He's sending you links on how to do it and the money to do it with. You understand? That's how you know he likes you times 10. He wants to keep you around. He wants to impress you. He wants to make sure that you know that he can financially afford to invest in you, so he will invest. That's a man that likes you times 10. He treats you like a human being. He treats you as if you were one of the members of his family that he sees as a human being, not as a woman he wants to roll around on the mattress with and discard. He sees you as a human being that he wants to provide for. Do you understand? That's how you know they like it times 10, when they're going to do what they need to do to keep you interested and impressed. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. What if the man likes you but doesn't have the funds? Then you don't like him. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. Tell him to stay far away. All right. You don't like him, man. Believe me, you don't. You don't like brokenness. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Why do I act like women are at fault? Women who act like perfect angels get abused. It's about the men's character, not about the women. Well, anybody can get abused. Men, women, anybody. You need to have some protection. Okay, sprinkle. You need to have some protection to prevent it. All right. I saw this one reel. It was hilarious. I think it's going around on Instagram or something. This man was getting out of hand. He was talking his trash and getting up in this woman's face, and she had a taser and she was making a beat with it. She had two tasers. She was like, zzz, 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 zzz. Have y'all seen that? It was hilarious. Like, get close if you want to. Girl, y'all need some tasers. So keychains with the pointy thing on. Y'all need some stuff, girl, because they forget quickly. How can you find a provider that likes you times 10? By making sure you look 10 times better than them. Number one. You look 10 times better, that's easy. You younger, you look 10 times better, it's gonna be easier. Yeah, get you some form of protection so they know not to mess with you. Get you some form of ways to let people know. Don't be afraid to video record them and send it to their mama, your daddy, your cousin, your granny, whoever, Aunt Ethel, the authorities. Don't be afraid, because some of y'all, look, I'm gonna tell y'all, some of y'all don't realize that what you let them get away with, they're gonna try to get away with even more next time. So stop it when it starts. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. You said it's showing a little bit of skin, like boobs, too much. It depends on where you're going and what you're doing and who you're trying to attract, what type of man you're trying to attract, and where you're going and how old you are. Depends on what you're doing. Depends on who you're trying to attract. What you're trying to attract lifestyle or roll around on a mattress. Okay, the only time you should be showing boob if you're trying to attract men with money is in a swimsuit. And very, very little cleavage if you're wearing a cocktail dress or something. All right, you're more supposed to be appropriate because you got to represent them. If they have a company, if they have a business, if they work for some large company, if they come from money, if they're going to introduce you to the family or coworkers, they don't want people oogling over your stuff. You understand? It's not appropriate. So you can have, like, you can do a low cut, but don't show no boobs unless you're in a swimsuit. Everything has its appropriate place. You said your boobs are tiny, then nobody looking at them things anyway, girl. Sprinkle. Wear what you want. Okay, you can get away with it if you ain't got nothing up there, or very little. Just don't show too much of the little you have. There you go. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay, okay. Not to put you down, but I'm just saying. I thought you was talking about big boobs sticking out, girl. All right, you're good, man. Just don't show too much and don't look too desperate. Be appropriate. You went to a wedding and a 34-year-old man approached you. You're like 24, girl. That's the norm. Sprinkle, sprinkle. That's not even a huge age difference. Men are mentally 10 years behind mentally anyway. Girl, y'all the same age mentally. He's just got 10 years of money on you. So you better get it. You would want older, so would I. 34 would be too young if I was 24. I need some 44 or 45-year-old money, 55-year-old money at 24 because I like to spend. Okay, that 34-year-old paycheck ain't gonna be what a 54-year-old paycheck is. But see, I don't know, you're still young mentally. You're not about that lifestyle. Okay. So you're basically the same age, exactly. I don't even count that as an age gap. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You know I was gonna say that. You see, y'all are basically, yeah. Okay, let me tell y'all something about boobs and stuff like that. Don't try to show them off and don't try to add to them. Remember, what are you trying to attract? Okay, so let's see. I got problems sometimes understanding what y'all are asking. What type of man are you trying to attract? Dress accordingly. Okay, sometimes boob size doesn't matter when you're trying to attract a certain type of man. Sometimes it does when you're trying to attract a different type of man. So what type of man are you trying to attract? Okay. Mm-mm-mm-mm. You want a business casual man, and you can't have all them boobs out like that, girl. Let me tell you why. You want to know why? You want to understand why? Okay, let me tell you why. If you're trying to attract a business casual man and he's attracted to boobs, guess where he's going? To the strip club, to the next chick with bigger boobs. What are you luring them in with? Not your face. You understand? Have a lethal face card and cover yourself up. Work on your makeup, work on your hair. Look like you respect yourself. Instead of seeing you for a roll around a mattress, they're going to see you as a potential future long-term girlfriend or wife that they can provide for, possibly the mother of their children. Not with all they stuff hanging out for every man to drool on. You know, you're not going to remind him of the stripper he saw last night. So think about it. If you keep showing off body parts, you're going to attract more lust versus money. You understand? You're going to attract more men that want to roll around on the mattress with you than roll a bank account, money roll in your bank account. You know what I'm saying? So understand the difference. You said men desire mystery and rewards. Exactly, girl. Exactly. You present everything up on a platter, they're going to try to eat the whole buffet and then feel gluttonous and then be done and be ashamed. Do you understand? You gotta dress for the part that you want to play. That's it. You gotta dress for the role that you trying to play or that you already playing. What you trying to play? The mattress roller? The unfit, you know? Here you go. Sprinkle, sprinkle. They want to see some boobs and some cleavage, they got to take you where? On vacation. They want to see how you look in a swimsuit. Guess what? Tropical islands. They want to see what? And that's after they pay bills. You understand? That's after y'all together and y'all are traveling. Okay. Now I know this day and age, y'all are trained to show everything and trained to expect nothing. retrain yourselves. Okay. Think about what a lot of these women are doing who have money and who are used to dating men with money. Think about what they're doing. And I'm not talking about no fake fleeting money. I'm talking about real money. Think what these ladies are. And they're not all there showing everything off. They're doing the bare minimum and getting the most. And remember, they have to represent that man. And I'm not saying don't represent yourself, but what I am saying, if you are trying to attract someone who does not need somebody that's going to attract negative attention. Okay. So if you're attracting negative attention, broke attention, poverty attention, lustful attention, that's not what a man is wanting to introduce to his family. Do you understand? So what role are you trying to play? That's it. A what? Who? What about a nice fitting jeans and sweater? Is it a casual place? Is it winter? You said the bare minimum don't pay bill. Exactly. How to do a not eye contact in a non-desperate way? Smile and look innocent. Have a stupid look on your face like you're dumb. Okay? I keep telling y'all, if y'all want to look innocent and stupid, think about something you can't solve, like a math problem, an algebra problem or something. Think about how you could solve it in your mind. That's how you look stupid and dumb. Because you really don't know how to do it. You're gonna be like, okay. That's how you look stupid and dumb. Really act like you're stupid and dumb in your own mind. You're trying to solve a problem you know you can't solve, girl. Like, that looks very inviting. Stupid and dumb and can't figure stuff out and looking at the la la land, trying to imagine some numbers and X's and Y's. Look real stupid, right? They're coming right over to you, girl. Hi, how are you? All right. Don't believe me, just try it. I promise you. Next time y'all go freestyling, you go out and try to solve some complicated math problem in your mind, okay? But smile while you're doing it. That's the key. If you want to look stupid and dumb and gullible and approachable, try to solve a very hard math problem in your mind with your eyes open while smiling. And that's how you make the eye contact. But only for a few seconds and then look away and start solving it like. Then go back to your little drink or whatever you're doing. They're like, this child, this woman, this person seems a little interesting. She looks approachable. She's smiling. She looks happy, but a little bit confused. Let me go see what I can do. I don't know if it's the alcohol or she's just happy about life, contemplating life itself. I don't know. What if you are serious health issues and you are extremely pretty but don't think men would like? Don't tell them then. Just get the money. When they find out, it's news to you too. Don't tell them. I wouldn't tell them. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Do they need to know? Would they tell you? If the shoe was on the other foot, would they tell you? Probably not. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Get the money. Have a roster. When the symptoms or whatever you got start showing, tell them you're taking care of Aunt Ethel, and then when your health is back, go back out there. Don't tell them. Okay. How to flirt with a master flirt. Be unimpressed, but give them eye contact out of the side of their eye, as if they almost did something but couldn't quite do it. Like this. Shake your head a lot, as if you know what they're up to and they're mischievous, but you're not falling for it. But the side eye indicates that you could be if they try harder and bring some money. All right. Side eye, shake head, unimpressed, but you could be impressed if they add some money to it. You understand? Impress me with some finances. Impress me with more. You're not doing enough. You're a nice flirt, but that's just love bombing, and I need money bombing. Have that look on your face. Shake your head. Laugh. Be somewhat amused, but not quite. When they try to figure out if it's working or not, start showing them stuff you want to buy on your phone. If they ask for your phone number and they say, "Hey, text me or call me," text them your Cash App or your PayPal or your wish list. I don't know. When they say, "What's this?" Oh, it's just how you can get in contact with me. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you, La Conchita Bonita. Thank you, girl. Sprinkle, sprinkle. What is your advice for someone who never dated or flirted with someone age of 26? Are you a nun, girl? How's the monastery? The monastery. How many Hail Marys do we got to say, girl? Hail Mary. Why are you acting like a nun? Are you in a church, ma'am? You should have been a nun, girl. Um, I'm getting out there, girl. You need to get out there. Get you a few shots of tequila and get outside, man. Get up, get dressed, put some makeup on, do your hair, and go outside. Go to the rich side of town. Start hanging out, man. Go do something, man. Because you're too old to be sitting over there doing nothing. You could have been a nun or something. If not, go join it. The nunnery. Okay, thank you, Lady Dad Sprinkle Sprinkle. Appreciate you, girl. Girl, what you doing with your life? You over there? What you doing? You need to go outside, man. Be seen, be heard, look good. Otherwise, you need to go get you a little nun habit and start praying for people. You say you're basically a nun, but do you look like a nun? Are you able to collect money? See, there's a difference. Are you Sister Act or are you really a nun? All right, because Sister Act was collecting her money. Remember, she was raising money for the church, doing her thing, making them sing. Had that little fundraiser. She knew how to get that money. She passed that collection plate, got the people in the seats. Are you a real nun or a fake nun, girl? You can be a Sister Act type of nun and still collect your funds, man. All right. You want to watch that now? Okay. You're going to happy hour pickleball games, golf course. I want some real money. I know that's right. Go ahead and go. Make sure you look cute. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Y'all act like just because y'all get out there, y'all got to be rolling around a mattress. You ain't got to ever roll around on a mattress to collect your money. Okay. There are men who will give you stuff and that never will touch you. That won't want to roll around with you. That's not trying to do that. Y'all need to go find them, get that money. Y'all know. Thank you for all your knowledge. It works. My provider, who's 67 years old, just bought you a car. He spent $25,000 cash. I know that's right, Miss Stargate. Yes. Got you a nice car. Congratulations, ma'am. You made it to the dealership and off the lot. I know that's right. Mm-hmm. What clothes do you recommend to get that attention? It depends on what you're trying to attract. Are you trying to attract real money that likes you and wants to invest in you? Or roll around the mattress type of man who ain't trying to do nothing for you? You got to dress for the role that you're trying to play. Listen to me very carefully. It's if you are ever in doubt about what to wear, what type of role are you going to be playing? What type of lifestyle are you going to be playing? The role of you want a lifestyle of leisure? You want an older rich man, and he's going to have to introduce you to people. How are you going to be dressed? Are you going to be appropriate enough? Is he going to be embarrassed to be seen out in public with you? Like, what are you wearing? If you're dating a 60, how old he was, girl? 67-year-old man, what you wearing? Help the ladies. Help them out. What are you wearing when you out with your old man to get you to get him a car? I mean, to get your car gotten from him. I don't care how old you are. What role do you want to play? All right. Some 22-year-olds are very appropriate, very classy, very modest, and they're getting that old money. You said classy shorts, dresses, and elegant wear. Watch old time vintage Hollywood movies. Okay. Congrats. Tell us what you wear. Okay, okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay, Stargate, tell them what you be wearing to be out with the 76-year-old who bought you a car. Who I don't know how old you are, but remember, things are different for older people or people that have money. Okay. Okay, your advice has helped me so much. Just you're 22, you just got 10K from chatting with a guy you met online and went shopping and your goddess energy. Okay, get your money, man. I don't sprinkle, sprinkle. Shiro was 100% right. Men will give you all kinds of gifts without ever rolling around on the mattress. That you gotta have the right target. Get outside, man. Start joining stuff. Get outside. Become a regular somewhere on the rich side of town. It's easy. Said dress like a goddess, classy, elegant, chic. Yeah. So here's the thing. If you were just put yourself in the old man's shoes or the rich man's shoes. If you were an old man or an old rich man or a rich man with like colleagues, family members, bougie acquaintances, what would you feel comfortable with a woman wearing that's standing next to you that you had to introduce all these people to? What would you feel comfortable with that woman wearing? If you were a 67-year-old man or a man with money, what would you feel comfortable with her wearing if you had to introduce her to mother, to colleagues, to business associates? What would you feel comfortable with her wearing? Understand that. Look from a different perspective and see what it is. Do you want her super trendy with a bunch of crazy stuff on? How do you want her nails to look? What do you want her hair to look like? What's makeup looking like? That's what you need to look like if that's what you're trying to attract. Okay. So understand what you're trying to do, what you're trying to attract, what's appropriate. Look from a different perspective and then go from there. Because a lot of y'all just putting on some crap. Looking crazy. Sometimes expensive, but not necessarily skirts, in my opinion. Wear what's appropriate. I keep saying the word appropriate, classy, and elegant so y'all can understand, okay? They don't want to have to explain you, okay? They don't want to have to explain this. Like, oh my gosh. They don't want people looking at you like you're out of place or like you're a bug. So you got to dress according to whatever you're trying to attract and whoever you're with, okay? Like, for example, this is a very wild, intricate sheet of print. I wouldn't wear this with certain people. This is for me. I wore this for myself. But if I were out and about and I was trying to attract someone of a caliber, I wouldn't wear this at all. This is for me. I wore this for me. I was actually going to my office today, but I changed my mind. So I would wear something probably of a solid color, more demure, more feminine, and covered and modest, of course. This is all covered, but yeah. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you. Dresses will get you more perks for sure and better treatment. But you got to look good in them. Don't wear unflattering dresses, okay? Look, for your body type, wear dresses that flatter your body type. Okay. Mm-hmm. Hair simple, no crazy colors or baby hairs. That's right. Everybody know this is common sense, baby. Okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's right. Men will treat you more feminine if you wear dresses. Men are more likely to treat you like a lady, a feminine lady when you wear dresses. So definitely wear them. Make sure that they fit appropriately because if they're vulgar, they're going to treat you like an object. If they don't fit well, they're gonna try to avoid you. Okay, just so y'all know. Mm-hmm. Dress to finesse, exactly, and dress for your body type. Not everything look good on everybody. There you go. Thank you, girl. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you, Miss Grand Duchess. Miss Chelsea, I appreciate you, man. If y'all don't know where to find clothes that are not vulgar, y'all need to visit department stores like they did in the old days. Y'all need to get in your car, get in your Uber, wherever, drive to a department store. Go to the women's section, not the junior section. Okay? Get out of the junior section, go to the women's section. Go to boutiques, go to department store. Get outside, go shopping outside. Go to the mall, go to department stores, look through the stuff. Go. And I was talking about this earlier. You can hire or they have free stylists in department stores that will help you. You just tell them what the occasion is, they'll help you put something together. You tell them, oh, I got a date with a rich man. Would you help me? Okay, they will do it for you. Say, I'm trying to get his money, but I'm not trying to roll around on the mattress. What can I wear? Make sure the lady is close to your same age if you're going to ask that. Don't ask no older woman or unless it's cool. You know what I'm saying? Most boutiques have a stylist as well. Exactly. So start asking for help. Tell them what you're trying to do. They will help you, girl. Is it too much to ask someone in his mid-20s in school to cover your nails and coffees? It depends on if he has a job and if he can afford his tuition and your nails and coffee and his bills. You know what I'm saying? That's what an older sugar daddy is for. Okay, in college. Yeah, sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay, y'all asking the wrong people for the wrong stuff at the wrong age. Okay, that's for your sugar daddy. Your boyfriend, he can pay for like, coffee, maybe. I'm not even claiming that. That's just, your little puppy college love. They don't even really count. You know, unless y'all are in Ivy League, he comes from some old money and he got some money. I don't know. Honestly, that's why you need a sugar daddy in college, okay? There are so many women that have gotten their sugar daddies in college to pay off their whole tuition or their student loan, girl, or you better get to getting. Got a roster, ma'am? Because you're just going to be disappointed in that broke boyfriend. Can he even afford those things? All right, please let me know if he can afford them or not. If he can afford them, definitely. If he has extra money to spend, if he's buying video games and all this crap, yeah, he can afford it. If not, get you a sugar daddy, okay? And definitely get you some love potion number 7. Link is pinned on the top of the comments and in the description bar. Okay, you want to lure them in, girl. Sprinkle, sprinkle. What? He's bringing up saying he would need to contact his bank for him to send him out under 1K through Zelle. How? That's not the truth. Tell him to send 500 each time and do it twice. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Problem solved. It's okay. We'll just send $500 separate. I'll let you know when I got the first one. Then you can send the second one. Sprinkle, sprinkle. It's probably not true, but just do it anyway. See what he can do. Then if he can't do it, say, well, if you ain't got it, that's okay. You got to wait the payday or something. Don't worry, I'll figure it out. That means I'm going to the next one because you broke. Okay? He can't do it, man. Or Elliot, he can't do it. Someone says don't use Zelle. Try PayPal or Cash App. Okay. Venmo, PayPal, Cash App. Apple Pay. All the way. Mm-hmm. I don't know if that's true. Just take what you can get, baby. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, Apple Pay, Cash Money. I don't know, ma'am. Just collect whatever you can, how you can do it. What if he has a flip phone? Does he have some money? I don't care what kind of phone he got. All right, y'all, that's my cue. I gotta go. Thank you, ma'am. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I will see y'all soon. Thank you, everybody. I appreciate you. Remember, if you want the perfume, it's in the description bar at the first link. It's also linked at the top of these live comments. I'm gonna link it again right here so y'all can smell like me. And I will see y'all soon.